Hello.
Hi.
Welcome
to Bards of New York, the actual play D&D podcast, where sometimes we actually play D&D. But tonight we're playing crafts.
I can't.
How do we sound?
I don't know because I wasn't even connected.
It was all for nothing. No.
I know it was my idea, but it was so bad.
It was. My soul hurts.
Thank you guys.
The fact that you thought that would go well is troublesome.
I said right before we started, I said, can we all say this at the
They don't
exact
need to
same
know that.
time? And Miles said, can we practice? And me and Kyle both go, no.
We should have practiced.
You think it would have made it better?
Yeah, I'm gaslighting myself in the fact that it would have.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, it would have
I
helped.
mean,
yeah.
this isn't on the internet, is it?
What's the internet?
That music
Not
changed.
the
Welcome to
I'm learning
Bards
how to
and
use
Crafts
Fantasy
After Dark. You might have noticed Hannah and I have two guests here tonight on our show, Bards and Crafts. We have Miles, say hi Miles.
Hi.
And we have Kyle, say hi Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
But Hannah and I have graciously allowed them to attend Bards and Crafts with us tonight because we have 3 crafts and we have a lot of lore questions from the bad question submissions.
They're good question submissions.
They're very good questions.
Y'all did well.
They're not bad.
They are the Bards After Dark. I already laughed too hard that if I start laughing again, I'm gonna start crying. So we have some amazing questions. We are doing multiple crafts. We'll start. Miles, what is your craft?
I'm making first a couple new pins for our new baby characters.
Incredible.
Clothespins.
We gotta do one for clothespins. We gotta do one for baby boy, emo boy Talus, and one for baby them, Ithael Cosima.
What
Cosima.
Tange called Talus something in chat once. It was holiday goth.
Holiday goth. Yeah, that's great.
I like
That's
Hot
great.
Pirate.
Hot pirate. I mean,
Yeah.
both. Why not both?
Why not both? Hannah, what's your craft, if you're able to tell us while you're listening?
My craft is painting tokens for monologue tokens and resolve tokens.
Which we'll probably explain later.
Yeah, well, maybe.
We'll maybe explain later.
Maybe
That's Hannah's
if
craft.
you're good, if y'all behave. But I also want to say, shout out to Abria and John and Will for the lovely pre-show.
Yeah.
We watched you all crash out in the chat, which was fun.
At some point, these pre-show things will be posted on the stuffs. Don't worry, it's okay.
All together, right? Supercut?
Yeah,
That was my idea, to have it as a supercut so that it's like a little audiobook almost.
Yeah.
Throwback to when we were sponsored by Audible. We may still be. I don't know.
We should check out that. But yes.
Audible?
Yeah.
I don't think they ever stop. Is it Bezos who's Audible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not been able to go get back into wherever the account is for that. So we very well could have hundreds of dollars just kind of sitting in there.
Let's find out.
Who knows?
That's your craft. Thank you for your craft. Thank you for
You're
your
the
shout
dinero
out.
poppy.
I am. Robert.
Dinero poppy.
What is your craft, Rachel?
May I share what my craft is?
We just asked.
Yes.
Oh, I was just asking Hannah because she was being
course.
secretive about her craft. I'm doing floral arrangements. You might see the lovely flowers behind me. I have some flowers here. I have greenery over there. I'm going to be cutting everything, taking off the tags, and doing some nice little tablescapes for Gilded Thrones. So that'll be a little fancy. What's your craft, Kyle?
We have upgraded our speakers for this. Right now, the dulcet tones of Monument Studios is being brought to you through a not very old, but kind of old, tiny speaker. And we're gonna start putting our pussy into it, as they say. So we got some speakers and that's gonna be my craft, and as well as maybe figuring out how to get back into the audible shit.
I feel like that should be craft number 1.
It was like I can't find like the I don't even know. I don't even know, guys. Send help.
Will asked that we play Veil once the speakers are set. Will, go to
No.
bed. What time is it where you are?
What are you even doing?
12:43.
1
Are they
a.m.?
6? Are they 6 or
6
they...
or 5, depending on the time of year. I can't
6
remember.
or 5. That was so Woody
That
of
was
you.
so Woody
That
of me.
was so Woody of you.
Woody always says the bigger number first when he says
Why?
two
He's kind of
numbers.
dyslexic with numbers.
That he's always done that his whole life.
Yeah.
It's like how
There's
some
no
people
reason
always
not
say
to.
like the two things. Like I feel like you say the smaller number first, and you say like the alphabetical name first. You know what I mean?
That is more complicated, but understandable. I
Thank
feel
you.
like it's how you visualize numbers that maybe like he might view it as like the numbers descending
Oh, I love this question.
instead of
That's
or
idea.
like this instead of like up or that way or like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah, have you guys like heard that thing of like how you see the year? It's similar to that, like the calendar, how you
What do
see
you
it in your
mean?
brain.
My
Like, do you see it in a list? Do you see it like in a circle, like a clock?
yeah.
Like when you
People
think
see
of like the
calendars like a
months.
clock?
Yeah, like people like
know
visualize in
that.
their brains like different like ways of the year. So like
That's a good icebreaker
for me,
question.
it goes in like boxes, like straight across. Like I see January, February, March, April, May, June, so on. But some people see it as like a clock. Some people see it as like
I'm
different
so,
things.
I'm so similar to you.
yeah. Oh my
But
god.
less
what
so,
did I say?
less so with the months of the year, but when I think about like life and like my age, it very much starts like a chutes and ladders board of like like 0 is here, and then I go all the way to 10, and then it kind of like moves up and all the way to 20. Like that's how like when I think
That's
about
cool.
without even trying to, when I visualize like, oh, I'm gonna be 30 soon, I picture that. Which is
That's
weird.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's like the decades are like the
Yeah.
I don't
Or
think I
whatever.
picture anything.
I feel like that's more weird.
I
Yeah,
know, and
are
I'm
you
like,
okay?
is that maybe that's why I'm anxious all the time?
Because you have no sense of time.
I mean, I don't pleasantly think about
The passage of time.
The passage of time. I'm just explaining what it looks like.
Guys,
I did
No, I
see
feel
Will is
about
in
it
chat to answer lore
different.
questions, so we can ask some
ooh.
William-specific lore questions from the bad submissions.
There were some that I was like, we can't. It's all caps. It's from Elfin. Will, are you ready? It says all caps. Important question. Does Will wear wigs? Has he worn wigs? Will wear wigs? And when will wear wigs? That was your first question, Will.
Direct. Hi, John.
my
Jarn.
brain.
Yeah, did we explain what we're doing today? I was in the sunken place.
Yeah, I know we all kind of
Yeah,
said
we
got
said
our
we're-
crafts.
Cool.
we're
and
doing crafts
then
and we're answering questions.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
have the Bards After Dark submission questions.
Bards after
If
crafts.
you put questions in,
I think maybe we should. No, Bards and Crafts After Dark is good.
yeah.
The
This is
The
our
CAD.
show.
The cat.
This is our show that we've like added on to.
And if you ask a question in the chat, use the highlight
Yeah.
feature so that we can see it, because our blind asses will miss it.
But
Literally.
we probably will miss it,
Literally.
so we're mostly
Widowy? Widowy?
just
I am
anticipate
blind.
that.
Widowy, Miles cannot see anything.
Widowy. Widowy.
Widowy.
Oof.
Shouldn't be allowed to drive.
Widowy.
And I can't.
I haven't fact.
Thanks.
I haven't fact read all 423 questions that were submitted, and some of them, you know who you are. When I find you.
Yeah, some of them are unhinged.
And they will not be answered on this stream.
Do you want to start off? I know I promised we do not have to do it now. I feel like this is a later on when we get a little loosey-goosey.
Yeah.
I did promise our Discord that I would tell the story of the 17-inch pink double-ended dildo.
Why did you do that?
Apparently, in verse 1 of Ballad of the Nightmare Crew, I brought it up at some point, and I was like, oh, I'll save that for a Bards After Dark. And I've never told the story.
Okay.
Have I told you this story?
This
I feel like I
is
have.
It's not coming to mind.
The
would
first
know.
time I'm
You would
hearing of
know.
this.
Maybe we
I
should.
have photographic evidence, so I'll tell that a little later. I'll tell a story and I'll show you the photo. It's not safe for work.
Okay, it doesn't sound like it.
I know it doesn't,
Okay.
but it's safe for work. It happened in a professional setting.
This is our job, in a way. So
Yeah,
it better
that's
be
true.
safe for work.
We're at work.
The joke about how Woody is HR for
No.
Bards.
No, he would be the worst person to be HR.
We love you, Woody. We
I
all have
don't.
our talents.
Okay, well, should we start off
Do
with
it.
a
Give us
question,
HR.
Rachel? Do you have the questions in front of you, or do you
I
need me to
do.
pull them up?
So I have questions that are for like now, Dark Age, questions that are like just general questions for everyone. And I have some Gilded Thrones questions, but when we do the Gilded Thrones questions, I'd love if you sat over there. So whenever you're ready for that, let me know.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm gonna start very fun. What are your all-time favorite ships that have come out of the Admirals and others' beautiful brains?
Ooh. Like on the Discord.
Yeah,
So like ones that don't actually
Fanon.
happen.
Yes,
Fanon.
yes.
Is that?
It's like the
is
ships
that-
on the I Ship It thread that we vote in.
I'm going to change the music. This might be abrupt. But okay, here we go.
And Will and John can answer. They're both here?
I think so. They're probably both lying in bed with their phones like this.
I think
Don't drop it on your face.
Do
one
it,
of my
do it,
top
do it.
favorites is gold and silver. Because silver doesn't exist.
For a second, I was
Yet.
like, wait, huh?
Yeah. And Iridia times Moving On is pretty iconic.
Will
And it has a
wants-
really good playlist, too, that Tangerine made.
I can't.
Will wants it to be known that he's on a laptop. Are you holding that above your face while you lay in bed?
Yeah, of course.
Like everyone does?
How do you do
A
it? Okay.
laptop.
What if I want to lay down and look at my?
Those are my top two.
Your top two. Are we doing joke ones or real ones?
Whatever you want. Why are you saying mine weren't real?
Whoa.
Gold is a child. He is just a boy.
I like.
He's not. He's been alive 3,000 years.
He's also.
He's also just a boy. His words, not mine.
I mean, you can be both.
So is Ithayoko Kosuma. They're just a baby, but they're also an adult.
I don't believe Gold to be a romantic being.
Okay. That
He's-
is my
Kevin, on the
favorite.
other hand,
Oh yeah, Kevin
fucks.
Kevin gets it.
Kevin's a
Kevin
player.
gets what he wants.
Those are
John.
mine. Respect my choices.
They were great.
I enjoy the harem times dying horrifically at the hands of a vengeful sentinel.
I think that won the shipping poll this week.
I'm sure.
Actually.
Ooh.
I'm
That's a
voting
good
for
one.
it.
Yeah, that one will be great when that one becomes canon. And it's not an if, it's a when.
Probably won't,
In this
though.
campaign or next
We
campaign.
will one day.
That fucking legend. If y'all are not caught up, there's a fucking legend lore on the Hippo Man that is confusing, to say the least.
Some scary art.
It was
reading
definitely some
about it.
deep lore that will one day make sense.
One day.
Yeah, one
One
day.
day.
Yeah, he
Not
might,
today.
He might be
Not
like
today,
a
it's
big
not that
bad
day.
for like
Ever.
I'm okay with that.
the next campaign.
I love a good big bad.
We
Good
can
job,
have small
Will.
bads like Jessex.
Yeah, you have your little bads
What
and
about
your
a
big
big
bads.
mid-sized
I mean, the
bad?
big
I
big
agree
bad
with
is
that.
Law
Oh yeah.
and
100%.
Godwin.
Yes, I do agree, and I do like. I like him as a villain,
One hand.
but he shouldn't have fucked with us.
He fucked with the wrong
He
people.
fucked
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the wrong blue boy. Is the way I look at it.
Somebody put it on a t-shirt. He fucked with the
Yeah.
wrong blue boy.
What do you think of something like this?
You mess with the
I think
blue boy,
on top.
Pretty.
Put it on top.
you get the blue hands.
Yeah, because
But
then it
that
looks
is
like the
pretty.
garland. What do you think,
Yeah.
chat? Do we like that for Gilded Thrones?
That's pretty.
I'm waiting for the chat to catch up.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'll make it less bendy too. Because I want it to be kind of flat so it doesn't stick up on you.
Yeah, they're good. Chat,
Approval.
Chat likes it.
Thank you.
Approval.
We're gonna do a simple one for the DM screen so it doesn't distract us from Hannah's lovely visage. But don't do that. I feel like such a mom. Don't make
I have an
that
incredible
face.
ability to have like 3 chins, so I'm gonna do it when it's a talent I was
Whatever you
born
want.
with.
What are y'all's favorite ships? We have mine and Kyle's that have been created.
You talked about yours on Bards.
Yeah, I gotta go with my classic Ethael, Cosima, and soup. Like that's
Specifically.
Was pretty
it's
iconic.
it's specifically the sweet and sour pasta noodle. It is perfect. No notes. No notes.
Yeah,
No.
thank you.
Yeah.
I respect that. As soon as I saw that it was a ship it thread, I was like,
Yeah.
that's good.
Because like you can't be mad about it. No one can be mad about it
They
because
shouldn't.
it's so wholesome
Some people
and
don't
it's
like
so
soup.
real. Yeah, unless you hate soup, but
Yeah.
I think that's more of a you problem.
We'll see.
Because soup's good.
Eventually they'll have
Good
another
food.
favorite food.
Bowling for soup is great.
Yeah, I do love to bowl for soup. Boop.
Hannah, what's yours?
My favorite ships? I
Of
mean,
course you don't, John.
my favorite all-time ship is Lenore/Valor and Sinov. That's my favorite.
That is mine as well.
Oh, I know.
This is
You were
this
doing
is like the
you were
ones
doing
they
crack
created.
ships.
The Admiral has created.
The Admire. I mean, I do love the Valor J6 one. I do. That's just because I, Hannah, enjoy the Schadenfreude of watching you struggle. Struggle with that idea.
Okay.
I think it's funny. I
Good
love
to know.
you.
I love you.
And then in the same way, I love Juliette Beaumont and Salvador Montebank. It's so funny.
You just love upsetting the night, family.
Yeah. Recently, somebody made a ship for Talus and Salvador, and that was very funny to me as well because there was a YouTube comment asking if Woody and Miles were an item.
There
And-
was a YouTube comment.
Yes, and I took a screenshot and sent it to Woody and Miles, and they freaked out.
That
It made me nauseous.
so fucking
So
funny.
funny.
I cackled about it for a solid hour.
I actually gagged. And it makes me nauseous when I think about it still.
Yeah, it was
I'm also
really
just
funny.
like, are you not watching? Like we said, like the first thing we say in the video is like, oh my gosh, it's so great to have all the Minshew's siblings on one
Maybe
side.
they thought you were
Like,
married.
We prepped
Maybe
it.
we didn't say siblings.
No, we flew that flag pretty high, and Will even helped, but
It's alright.
It's okay.
Yeah, hopefully they join the Discord, realize that you can platonically ship people.
Yeah, we do have the platonic ships, the sibling ships.
And then they will
Sibling
realize
ships.
that, like, oh, the sensation that I was experiencing was that. I enjoy that relationship.
healthy sibling
Siblinghood.
Yes.
love. Yeah.
Yeah. Romance nor sex need to be applied.
The romance is second for me, honestly. In like the actual ships that I like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I love the romance. I'm a romance girly, but the sibling stuff in Dark Age has been a lovely treat that I wasn't expecting. You know.
Yeah.
But then I look back at it and like Evolution had siblings as well, so it's been a running theme, which has been kind of nice.
I like that.
I think beautiful.
I think
wonderful.
this is enough for that, so I'm gonna set this aside so I don't use it for anything else. That's just a little something for you.
The sibling stuff rips my heart out.
Yeah, same. Yeah, should we ask a sibling question?
Ooh, Alpha did just ask, do either of the knights have siblings that play D&D?
I don't have a sibling.
I have a sibling.
Kyle's the secret
In
sixth
real life.
Minshew.
Yeah, Carl's a secret Minshew. It's not me, but
I'm also brothers with John, but not Will. Strange.
it's weird like that. It's a weird family
According to the
dynamic.
guy at Crown Fried Chicken.
We did.
No, we were the same person.
One's British.
Why are you putting an accent on, dude?
I mean, it was John, so like he just yeah. Sometimes I speak in a British accent because I want to be cool.
May I answer?
No,
Okay.
sit in silence.
Please answer. This is our show.
Oh yeah, you're a guest. I do have a sibling. We did teach her how to play D&D. Kyle did a wonderful one-shot in his world for her, and it was very fun. Murder mystery. It was sick. But she does not live here, and I don't think would play on Bards, but just in home games.
Yeah.
But it's very fun to like call her and tell her like in depth what's happening in the show, and like send her art that people have made, and it's very cool how much she loves and supports it.
Um,
I wish I was a Mincho.
You have the questions. I don't know why I keep checking my
I
computer.
do have the questions. I think this is very relevant to everyone. This is a Prometheus question that I will ask. Because you know what you asked, Prometheus. For everyone, what does the ideal end of the current tome look like for you? Something happy and satisfying, or something to keep the tinfoil fed for the rest of the year?
Wait, say that one more time because I was changing the music.
Yeah, what does the ideal end of the current tome look like to you? Something happy and satisfying, or something to keep the tinfoil fed for the rest of the year?
Based on Will's fucking comment on TikTok today, I don't
Yeah.
think it's gonna be happy. I would like certain things to happen. I think it will end with a cliffhanger, because it's not Bards of New York without a cliffhanger.
So good.
And
True.
I would like there to be some healing involved, but also still have it have kinetic energy. That's a shit answer and very vague, but
Like, there's still something exciting, but everyone's not, like, left in a horrible state.
yeah. Yeah.
Balance.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about y'all?
I mean, yeah, kind of similar. Like, I don't want the big bad scary to get us, you know?
We're not
scary.
strong enough.
But there's gonna be some sort of tinfoily cliffhanger, and I'm all here for that.
Of course.
You know, I'm here for that. I think that keeps us hungry for what's next.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I hope there is some sort of, you know, reassurance that at least most of us are okay, or will be okay.
As a fresh being in the world, I would love to be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing can happen to Kosama.
No.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna end the show.
Kyle was
Kosama
like,
gets
I-
plot armor.
I've said to Rachel so many times, I'm like, you can't die.
yeah.
You just
You're
can't.
not allowed to.
I'm not trying to.
I'm sorry
like,
that
let's,
I'm
just
sorry
to be
that this
clear,
is what it's come to.
but I'm not trying to. I would love, like, I love cliffhangers. I don't want one that, like, destroys my brain, since I know it'll be a significant break, though we're gonna have other fun things to tinfoil about in the in-between. But, yeah, I'd love for characters to find a bit of, like, internal resolution in some things, or, like, settling in feelings, because aside from Talus and Itheo Kosama, it's been, no one's really had chances to recover from a series of unfortunate events. A book
Yeah.
series. So I think, like,
Yeah, we watched the movie.
to have just, like, that tiny bit of healing in your heart, but then I know, like, something crazy will happen and it'll be ripped away and we will have a cliffhanger, but for, like, at least a little bit of tiny moments of joy up from until the end would be nice.
Yeah.
A dream.
What's going on? You
no.
were digging your fist into my leg
Sorry.
like you have a question.
I have a question for you,
okay?
Rachel. Do you have any blues over there for paints that I can?
yeah.
I can steal?
What kind of blue?
Like a turquoisey blue,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
I see Chat is talking about Chat's husband and where he is. I would love to know where he is.
He's safe.
I'm sure he's safe.
He's fine.
I would hope.
You're sure?
Yeah. I've never once been worried about Damien.
Never once. Not ever.
I'm sure he's alive. See.
I'm sure he's alive. Not safe.
I don't know.
It's very funny.
Nobody's
Okay.
safe.
Now I have the chat big enough for me to read.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Here we go. Now we're in business. Can you read the chat? Or are you still blind?
What do you mean still?
Get fucked.
You're still blind.
Get fucked.
What about y'all in chat? Like, what do you want for the ending of Tome 1? I saw something. You want something to tinfoil about?
Fair.
Like everybody
It's all
does.
tinfoil about anything.
Yeah.
So, don't
rightfully
worry about
so.
Tange says, "You know what I want."
Shit.
It is the same thing I want, Tange. Yeah,
Oh.
we are one.
I think that's a want we will regret having.
Huh?
Quiddy asks, and I'm gonna assume you meant rolls, not polls. But if you wanna, if you wanna correct that and say
Quiddy.
it's polls, please let me know.
I will answer for both.
She asks, do you each have a sense of progress on your character's polls, rolls, and how to land them by the end of the tome?
Can you say that again with like
R-O-L-E-S?
using rolls in the
Do you each have a sense of progress on your character's rolls and how to land them?
L-E-S, not L-L.
Yes, like you're like, I'm playing a role. Yes.
Are you?
Pre-rolled for the entire.
I know. Like, I think it's going pretty well.
I mean, for me, that's very. I had spent a lot of time and mental energy into my prior characters, and I had like hopes and dreams for them, and that's. I've been. Oh,
It
sure,
was polls. Okay.
The two big directions the character's arc can resolve. in.
I love that.
Oh.
So, do you have a pulse on which poles,
I
like
was thinking
opposite
about it, I'm
end,
like,
they could
I
go?
think JB could, like, I think he could work a pole.
I thought you were gonna say he could break bad.
No, I was explaining how I was confused about pole. Guys, it makes sense.
No, I've not heard it in that
Phraseology.
phrase.
I like
I
it,
love
though.
it though.
I like it. Big fan.
I can answer for Sanov because she's been making some big decisions lately. I think she is on the precipice. She teeters on the precipice of one pole or the other. Depending on, I think, some dice rolls, some conversations that happen in the next 4 episodes, and whatever happens, like, with the major plot. But she's either going to continue. Either way, she will continue on what she's trying to do, but it's the vibe and like the tactics that she will use to get there will be different depending on how things shake out. Hero of it or villain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, y'all, this is hilarious. I've made it into the Audible.
That's a win.
November of 2023 is the only time someone has used it. Y'all,
I don't listen to audiobooks.
you didn't have to listen. You don't have to listen. It's free.
But I don't listen
It's
to audiobooks.
free.
That's so funny.
You would have gotten a free audiobook that you would have been able to have and keep. You
Steal from
didn't even-
Bezos.
Steal, guys.
He's not even
so
stealing.
funny.
Fuck Jeff Bezos.
Is this, you didn't even know it was there though? So isn't it a little bit like finding $5 in your pocket?
No.
Oh.
It's like looking at your savings account that you thought was accumulating some shit.
Yeah. Is it
Got
still
that-
active? Do we still have a code?
No.
What do you mean?
That's funny.
It's
Do we still have a code?
I think
Yeah.
so.
What is it?
Bards. I believe it's just Bards.
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 I'm so sad.
Quiddy, I love that
Yeah, it's
question. I love the
Bards.
polls thing.
It's Bards. Guys. Folks.
Will's making fun of me, but I don't understand what he's saying.
I'm crashing out. Like, don't get an Audible account if you don't like audiobooks. That's totally fine. I personally don't mind it. I like
Yeah.
having it, but I'm not even trying to sell you on having it. Just use the code
That's sad. We're not gonna listen to that music.
and then forget about it. Come on. Do it to you, because if you use the code, you spend nothing. We get $15.
Someone please go make Kyle happy.
I'm
Please.
crashing out. It's been years. We've had it since
A lot of people-
2021.
A lot of
That's
people
funny.
like
That's
physical
crazy.
books.
And I talked about it at the beginning of every stream.
That's so funny.
In Bonk. For Ballerina
I love
Crew?
it.
I mean, I know we didn't have that many fans back then, but Jesus Christ,
We
guys.
haven't talked about it on Dark Age, have we?
No, it's just been in the
Probably
chat.
not,
Okay.
but I guess we need to if it's still working, because that's free. Go to Audible.
Oh.
Go to audibletrial.com/bards, BARDS. Just do it. You will get a free credit for an audiobook. You will pay nothing. We will get $15 from the Bezos. Immediately cancel. You can
I don't
right
like Will's
afterwards,
answer.
cancel it. It'll be like, oh no, if you cancel, you won't have it after a month, and you're gonna be like, fuck you. You're allowed to keep the book that you get.
Ulex said
Use
that people...
use that free thing, that free token, on an artist that you enjoy. Like even a book that you already have that you're not going to listen to the audiobook, but like they then also have a monetary guys.
Ulex said that people asked on Discord for it and used the link in Discord just last night.
I don't believe it. It's not showing.
It just wouldn't have come through yet. 'cause it's been
I'll
up.
believe it when I see it.
You're helping people get free audiobooks. It's happening.
Will answered the polls question, and it's fascinating. If you
I don't
answer it
like
for?
it.
Who did he answer it for?
I don't know.
I know who he answered it for.
Hashtag steal from Bezos.
I don't like it. I told him to go to bed. It's late.
Someone's going night-night before the end of chapter 45. Okay, William.
Literally, as long as it's not me again, I'm fine.
Sorry.
I think for the polls, it's interesting because I think I would have had a much clearer answer. Quiddy, and I hope you will still help me with my National Treasure inspired one shot. You have to calm down.
I'm hyperventilating.
Do you need a bag? It's okay.
I love all of you.
We love you too, guys.
We
Just
love you
saying, We
too.
love you too.
What is
S'moreos.
happening? You're not okay over there.
S'moreos.
I've never seen you like this before.
Okay. So I would have had, I think, a very set answer previously. Now, I see two different poles that Itheo Kosama can go towards, and I think both are positive in different ways.
Okay.
And I don't feel like I want nor could say a lot more about that at this time, since we've only had them for like an episode and a moment.
But a blissful episode it has been.
An
I
episode
love them
filled
with all my
soup.
heart.
I can't open this week.
I think both will be positive in different ways, but I think
and just
they're
There you
set on
go.
their path, the one true path, to be fair. And I think it's just a matter of like what the journey is to get to the end of that path would be like they're always going to go down the one true path, but it'll just kind of be like, how do they get there? Will it be an ends justify the means situation, or will it be like this more positive journey on the way there? That's all I have for Itheo Kosama at this time, but I like this question, and I think it'll be good to be something to think about as they are experiencing
It's the
the
type
world.
of question you can like continually ask your character.
Yeah, because previously it would have been that would have been a very easy question for me to answer.
This
I like
paint
it.
is so sparkly. Ooh.
I got it
Thank
for
you.
you. My pleasure.
Hi guys,
Are
here
you back with us?
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm okay. I had a s'mores.
You went
I
to
had a
space
s'mores
for
Oreo.
11 minutes with Katy Perry, and now you're back.
Yep. I'm an astronaut now. I can't wait for the song that she writes for it. Just kidding. S'moreos. 7 out of 10.
JB's polls.
They're fine.
JB's
Ew.
polls.
Ew.
JB's poll. I think I do love the question. I think we, in the previous few episodes, obviously this is going to be spoilers. I don't know how it can't be, or I'll try my best. But come on. I would say he the line that he's been walking has been of just like be like fully just kind of breaking down and like I don't know how that would manifest, either like just literally just kind of like catatonic, not like unable to do anything, or like I don't know about Breaking Bad, but definitely like compromising, maybe. I don't know. We haven't gotten there. But like
you don't think JB's already compromised?
Like with all the shit that's been happening, but then with like the moments of talking with his mom and like and really having those like brief moments, and like Maravix has been like there to like help shepherd in this moment of like real malleable worldview. We're still on like we're perhaps still on rocky cliffs. Shut the fuck up, potential spam. We're I don't know how far he has to go at this point, but it's definitely been like a slog. But so far he's kind of came crawling out with most of his sanity.
Yeah, I have a conversation I want to have with JB as Sinov at some point soon before we get to the distortion, and I was thinking about that. I was thinking about JB while I was lying in bed at night last night. So.
Were you thinking about his poll?
I was thinking about JB's poll.
JB and his poll.
I mean, he at the beginning of the campaign he did have a big ass poll.
The bonk stick.
The bonk stick.
What did I call it?
The chonk bonk.
Chonk bonk.
I actually have a good question about JB and Sinov, but I want to hear Miles' answer to this question.
Oh,
first.
yeah. Well, I think for Talus, honestly, I think a lot of it is yet to be discovered based off of this compass. I think he needs to learn more about this compass and what it means in regards to his journey. And because it's given him choices already. And to follow it point blank by itself is already a choice that he has decided to make. And so I think his polls are kind of based between choosing the compass and what it is telling him to do and where to go and leading him toward, and the alternative, which is relinquishing it, which I don't know if he would do that.
I could use a compass.
You or Ethael?
Both. But Ethael can tell where they need to go from the stars.
That's so true. Ethael does not know what a compass is. That's why they asked about it.
Yeah.
It's not made of nature.
What is compass?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Clump.
Ooh, I'm so excited to see what happens when more people use the compass, though.
Yeah, me too.
I have a question for you all and for the chat as well. So I'm making monologue tokens and resolve tokens, and we have silver and gold and penny colored paint.
Copper?
Should we do...
It's called the literal... No, look at it.
Oh,
It
is it
says
literally
worn
called
penny.
Should we do silver for one and
Oh.
gold for another, and what should be what? Or...
I like gold for resolve.
Okay.
I cannot elaborate further.
Or should monologue tokens be penny colored because it's like penny for your thoughts?
Ooh, that's funny.
I feel like that.
Penny for your thoughts. We don't get anything for like letters, right?
No.
Okay.
I mean, you get to read them. I get to listen to your beautiful writing.
Yes,
I'm so
exactly.
excited for that.
I'm excited for actually reading letters on stream. Remember when you told me... No, that's too sad, actually.
Not another bard said monologue should be silver because silver tongue. That's a good point.
Smart.
It's a good song.
Would you
by
like to
Young
explain
John.
how the monologue works? Would that help, or do you not want people to know yet?
Yeah. For those who've not played Good Society, because I'm cribbing a lot of the game mechanics from that game. The game mechanics I like. We're not playing Good Society, but I'm cribbing some of it because I played a lovely game with Dreamy Kind of Day from Knights of Silver Moon. where she also cribbed some of the game mechanics, and it was so much fun. So monologue tokens are from Good Society. It's when you get to play a token on another person and you get to hear their internal monologue that's going on in their brain at that moment, which is really, really interesting. And I think typically your character doesn't get to know that information. It's just the people at the table. We might play around with that and see if we want to do the character knows it.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in session 0.
Yeah, I think that'll be really interesting to discuss, because then it's so, I mean, I think we're very good, or we try to be very good about, like, what do I know, what does my character know?
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, if your character doesn't know it, like, what's the benefit of playing it? Other than just your own interest.
Well, I think it helps you as the actor understand their state of mind, understand like, oh, this is important to you. I'm going to now make choices that will open up opportunities for you to then talk about that.
Oh, to assist that other person. It's not about, I'm learning this so my character can benefit from it. It's to further the story.
Yeah. That's this whole thing is like collaborative storytelling.
Yeah.
Like D&D this is collaborative storytelling. It's like I am the facilitator, I'm not the GM. We're all driving the ship at one point or another.
That is really interesting. I think I will need reminders of how that works, because in my mind it's almost like you like crit on an insight check, and so then you as the character get to like understand their inner workings, but it's not that. So this is gonna be really interesting.
We can decide what we want, because
That's really interesting.
Whatever's most fun and gives us the most narrative runway.
I want a runway that's like all the runways at LaGuardia like lined up. Can I have, it made sense, Kyle. I'm actually going to need this whole area.
Do you want, I can go over to the hole, the DM hole, and you can come here. So Rachel can have that whole area.
I am gonna need to go over there because I'm gonna be setting up the things.
The speepers.
You're still working on the audible stuff.
I'm just so.
No.
Yeah.
It's hard to do multiple crafts. The mods in the mod chat were testing on what audible stuff worked for them, if that helps you.
I saw that.
Perfect. I do have a question for Kyle and Hannah.
What's up?
This was, let me find it. Okay. What's a little more on the little while that Sanove and JB traveled together? Like, what kinds of things did they talk about? And is there one moment y'all maybe discussed?
We talked about it. We talked about what happened.
Yeah.
But it was in more broad strokes.
It wasn't like a long period of time, really.
It was
So-
like a day or two.
Oh, really? Just the train ride?
It was probably just like small conversation, or like just like the random things you speak about to somebody that you like don't super know, but like are gonna be traveling with them.
Yeah, I remember we said like that they immediately both understood energetically that they were kind of like on a similar wavelength and just hit it off.
Yes.
Excited to travel?
As two himbos. Yeah.
Yeah. It was very much kind of just
Yeah.
like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know where you're going? Nope.
And I think Kyle and I were just really excited to play positive characters after Ballad of the Nightmare Crew.
Yeah.
How is that going?
Yeah.
Hi, Dreamy.
Oh, Dreamy.
We did invoke your name.
We invoked.
Dreamy is my woman on the inside. She's helping me with Gilded Thrones, but this Gilded Thrones, the game mechanics and like just the settings and whatnot are heavily inspired from Dreamy's stuff that she's done. So most of the credit goes to her and her brilliant mind.
You can answer more Gilded Thrones questions, but you have to move.
I gotta go to the hole.
Yeah.
Get in the
Not the
hole.
hole.
And Kyle has to move.
Oh, sleepy baby.
Do you
Rachel.
need me with this?
Will you, when I get over there, will you hand me this?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can leave that there if you want. I'm laying this out across the front of the table.
Okay.
So I just thought it'd be easier if you want to take your computer with you.
So you do need me with it.
Well, don't you want to use it?
What is this? What is this?
Hannah moved her
ask me to move it.
If you're gonna do your box craft, you don't need it, but I feel like you need it.
I feel so short back here. It really
I
it
don't
is
think
slanted. Like this is lower than that end of the table.
Well, yeah, the room is slanted this way.
Where's that Ross?
This is Roz. Come here, girl.
From that angle, I couldn't tell.
They look like the same dog. Do you? No, don't lick the paint.
You related?
A part of being a guest on our show is you get to sit in different chairs.
Is that true?
Musical
Yeah.
chairs.
I move all the time on Bards and Crafts. What was your thing,
Do
Miles?
you want it, Ethael's pin to be this silver, or do you want it to be a different silver?
I want it to be
This
that
one.
silver, thank you. It's actually Ithael Kosama.
Ethael Cosimo, sorry. Are you gonna put that whole thing on here?
I don't know if it'll fit. It would have to be really
Teeny
tiny.
tiny handwriting, yeah.
It'll be really tiny. I have
Unless you
Hannah
do
do
it
the
like-
handwriting stuff because Hannah has better handwriting than I do.
Yeah, unless you did like Ethael on one side and Cosimo on the other side, but then it wouldn't
I just, yeah.
mirror.
Oh, that could work though, because it's 2 first names.
I mean, it's whatever you want.
Yeah, so thank you. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that.
Kudos.
Kyle's opening a box, if you can hear that.
Am I doing it off screen?
You are off screen. You're like perfectly hidden.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. All right, Hannah, are you ready for Gilded Thrones questions in your corner?
Yeah.
Corner.
How
Some
do you stay? It's cold over here, William. How do you do it?
he wears the cape.
Yeah. I'm gonna be wearing sweaters in August.
Okay, so I'm gonna set these on the ground. We have, I'll start broad. There's some
Okay.
good, like, multiple people asked, you know, like, what can you tell us?
What can I tell you?
You know, which I think is a respectful question. What can you reveal about the gameplay, the setting, the characters, you know,
Oh.
the general, like, broad, like, what are you comfortable sharing at this time? Because I know we're gonna drop some things to lead up.
Yeah, I see Quiddy in the chat asking most important question, epistolary phase. Yes, that is 100% why I pitched this idea, is because all the bards are such great writers, and I wanted to have you all write love letters to each other, and me just sit back and listen. I'll also be writing, but yes, epistolary phase 100%.
I'm gonna romance everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I wish Will was able to play, because Will's a great writer, and he loves romance, so he'd be really good at this game.
Do you wanna?
Perhaps John will be here to play. Don't know. But yes, epistolary phase for sure. We'll also have resolve tokens, which are, for those who don't know, you get a certain number of resolve tokens when you start the game, and you can use them to make things happen. So if you want the events of a scene to turn out a certain way, or you want this, like, you want this certain domino to fall this way so that this then happens, you can play a resolve token, and there's some mechanics with that of, like, if you play a resolve token on just like the general vibe, or if you play a resolve token on like a person, like if I wanted to play one on Rachel,
Yeah.
then we would have to negotiate if she was okay with that, if it would be like detrimental to her character's journey, or like put a roadblock in
My
your
game.
yeah,
Like in Survivor.
like in Survivor.
We're all watching Survivor.
So,
Yeah.
so would if it was for one of our characters or ourselves, would we have like would we have like a just a veto?
Yes, you can refuse it.
Okay.
100%. Yeah,
okay.
you can.
Or you can be like, that's spicy.
Or you can negotiate and say, okay, how about this?
Yeah, I will tell you. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Do we want to untilt that camera, or do we like this aesthetic?
What?
What?
Tangerine said the camera was tilted.
So?
I mean, this whole room is tilted.
I don't think. I think it always looks. Maybe it doesn't always look like this. I don't know.
I mean, like, yeah, maybe it's a little more tilted than usual.
But it's Bards and Crafts after
I'm
dark.
tilted.
Yeah. Who isn't?
I'm not. I'm completely sober.
Your eyeshadow
I'm
looks
hopped up on
amazing.
Dayquil right now because
Hey.
allergy season is trying to murder me.
So you are tilted.
I guess so, yeah.
Winter season 2.
I mean, like, all of these are...
It's been tilted for weeks. The building is settling. like every day, I'm like, is that a new line in the wall? And the building is shifting.
Don't know what to tell you.
Well,
He
like-
says the wall looks tilted, but Miles looks straight. How dare you?
That's rude.
I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. I mean, these are actually kind of slanted, to be fair.
Musical Bexy says the camera.
They've
being
all
as
been
straight as
brushed.
the
I
Bards.
need to.
Yeah, they're all slanted.
Well, yeah,
That's
because
the
when we
problem.
move in and out of that space, they're not level right now. Hey, Anadrel! Thank you for being here. Yes, 100 years and the building is settling.
Yep.
I have a more specific Gilded Thrones. Someone asked if there would be new redemptions to aid the story.
Yeah. We're playing around with. There will always be Blessings of Halifax. Halifax exists. Where there is a Bards of New York stream, Halifax is there. And that will still be a D6. And then I think we're going to do that you can gift players monologue tokens.
How many?
We haven't decided. I haven't decided yet. I was talking to one of the mods, or maybe it was myself. I don't know. And I'm thinking maybe 3 per stream.
Yeah. And we each get one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You each get one.
We have one
per
already.
stream.
Yeah, per stream.
Yeah.
And then there would be 3 additional per stream.
And then maybe a resolve token. We'll see. We'll see how often we use the resolve tokens and
Yeah.
how down and dirty everybody wants to get with throwing narrative options out there. I'm so excited.
I think that's a very good. I mean, I love that like Halifax is the Bards universe. Like, that's always gonna be there. Blessings of Halifax will always be there.
Yeah, Halifax was there before we even did Bards.
Yeah.
It's also a town in Nova Scotia.
Bexy asked, has character creation for Gilded Thrones started? Any glorious tidbits/feelings you can share?
Yes.
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 No.
Yes.
Yes to the first question.
No.
The art
And
is almost
yes.
finished.
The art is already almost
Yeah.
finished. That's where we are
We've
in
been
character
cooking.
creation.
We've been cooking.
I think the feeling I can share is excitement.
Yeah.
I guess I could share something that I've.
Do it.
Do it in the class.
There will be 4 places that all the characters can be from. And the names of these 4 places are
Oh my god. Okay.
That's it.
Go.
Go off.
Go.
the Diarchy, the Kingdom, the Coven, and the Imperium. Those are the 4 places a character can be from.
Tinfoil. Tinfoil, my little babies.
Will you spell them and put it in the Discord?
Yes. Yep. Yep. Yeah, we're going with the naming conventions of this because I'm a Shakespeare gal through and through.
Yeah.
A lot of things are like pared down. So instead of like a name of a country, it is just like how that country works.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's all about the characters for this one.
Yeah.
It's a character-driven story.
Oh, I can't wait to see where people guess. I want people to guess like where they think our characters are.
Ooh,
from.
yeah, you should. That'd be fun. Yeah, I love all the little
instructions.
nations we've been
Look at that
creating.
craft.
And what's been fun is that like I created these nations and then you all have like come up with these character ideas and that has then driven the nations to be a certain way.
Yeah.
Which is really cool and really fun.
We came up with a cool naming thing today. You and I, when we were texting.
Yeah, just today.
Yeah. It's an all the time process.
My brain is going with is there anything else I can reveal, but if it comes up, I'll let you know.
No, I think that was I'm very excited. And I
Excellent.
think we're gonna share more.
Excellent job.
Excellent job as we get closer.
Greg's one.
Let's see.
I hope you all have fun with us playing it. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Another question is, what are you most excited about for Gilded Thrones from Bexy? Would you like to hear our answers?
Yes, I would love that.
Oh, I can't say it without sharing too much about the world.
I'm excited about. I'm excited about consequences.
That's a good one.
Oh, God, that's
I
such a good
I
one.
understand what you mean. Based on your character, I understand what that means.
Wait, I don't know anything other than what your character looks like. I'm scared.
Yeah, I think it's similar to that. I'm excited for the choices that are going to be presented for characters.
Miles did he like created his character and then he was like, this is the choice that they have to make. And I was like, holy shit.
I'm sorry in advance.
That's fucking crazy.
To genocide or not to genocide.
Sorry in advance.
Because when
That
you've
is
been
the
creating
question.
these characters, I asked what kind of story do you want to tell
Yeah.
for each of your characters.
Yeah.
Whether it's nobler to kill everybody.
I feel like I said it the other day, but I don't remember where. Oh, I said it in Armand's meeting. I told Hannah something about my character, and I was like, oh, so I was thinking this and this, but then I don't know that, but then this could happen, but I don't know. And Hannah just smiled, pulled a notebook out of her bag,
That's terrifying.
holding it away from me, and started writing things down, and I was like, just sitting there.
That's scary.
It's so scary. And then she smiled and closed her notebook.
Just silent all of a sudden.
I'm so scared. I think the thing I'm most excited for is the scheming. For my I think we all have three very different stories, very different things. I'm excited for the scheming.
Yeah.
What are you most excited for?
Straight up the epistolary phase.
Fair.
Because I love listening to you. I love reading your writing, and so I'm
Yeah.
really excited to do that.
Everyone here is an amazing writer.
Yeah. But I'm excited to just create this world together and see where this story goes.
Yeah. It's very collaborative.
And try a new game system out.
yeah. Less math for me.
Kind of like just
Yeah.
like experimenting with mechanics that maybe we pull into our broader games if we want or we don't. But
Yeah.
we just are like, oh, this is refreshing. Yeah.
I think it's awesome. I've never played in the system, so I'm very excited. Speaking of the letter, do you remember what you told me you wanted to do with the letter Snow got from Valor in episode 31 that hasn't been shared?
What did I want to do with it?
You told me that when Snow and Valor would sit and discuss the letter, you wanted me to read the letter aloud in my voice
I did.
for us to have.
A la the epistolary phase.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I read it, I might ask you to do that.
It's not fair.
That's my way of having Sinnoh's sister back for a hot second.
Oh, that hurts so. I don't know if I can I would try.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would be hard.
Yeah.
It'd be very difficult.
Yeah.
But I have a certificate from the Bards School of Drama, so I would do my best. How am I gonna do this? Do we want this to be a long thing on each end of the table, or should I cut it in half and double it up so it's a thicker thing in the middle? Does that make sense?
No.
I can show you. So it can be a long, thinner piece, and obviously all these other flowers are going in it, the purple and the white, so it'll fill it out. But I'm worried it'll be still very low. But it's something where if I, sorry microphone, if we double it up, put that together and just kind of have it in the middle. Because I don't know if we really need the edges.
We don't. I like that. It's
Yeah.
fuller.
That's what I was thinking. Thank you.
I like them thick.
Thank you. Oh, someone you just met, Lenore Valor. No. You're never safe in Regulus.
Nope.
I don't know why you thought you were. Those were the very specific Gilded Thrones questions that I had pulled from Bards After Dark, if people want to ask more. But I also don't know if there's more we can share. I think there's stuff we know we're going to share on the Discord at some point. To...
My nails are the color palette for the cover art.
Oh, they are!
It's a fun tidbit.
Yeah.
or the everyone zooms in on your nails.
Enhance.
Would you like to share
Gilded
the class,
Thrones.
the colors?
Earlier today, we were talking about the fact that I probably have to sit on some kind of booster seat back here because
Yeah.
I'm the shortest bard.
Oh, I need to get back to the mic. Sorry.
What?
Is this mic not on?
Yeah.
Ooh, Elizabeth Joyce So's
We
asked,
turned
does
it on
everyone
as
have a
well.
favorite Jane Austen novel?
I mean, mine's got to be the classic Pride and Prejudice.
Mm-hmm.
Classic. No notes.
I mean, Pride and Prejudice is probably my favorite. I do like Persuasion.
Really?
Yeah. It's just, maybe it's because I listened to it there was this podcast where you could listen to people reading chapters of Jane Austen novels for, like, free to go to bed. And I would listen to Persuasion
cool.
that way. Maybe that's why. There's a soft spot in my heart for it.
Yeah, maybe.
But I think the Keira Knightley Pride and Prejudice is such a good movie.
Yeah.
Such a good film.
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 What about y'all in chat? What's your favorite?
Yeah, that's tough. Hannah's not even short. The Bards are just giants. Dreamy, there is a tinfoil thread about this. And all I can say is Will is not 6 foot. That's all I can say.
He's killed your character.
Yeah, okay,
twice.
how I'm
He's
sitting
killed my character
now,
twice, and that's why I keep saying this.
Then compare it to when Will is here, and you'll
Yeah.
figure out his height.
Do we?
I don't think that's how it works, but
We don't have like string or little tiny ties.
I have macrame
Where?
Interesting.
on the top of my closet in that craft box.
Left or right?
It's a gray box that's painted with rainbows on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I
it's
get it?
pretty hard to, yeah, it's pretty hard to miss.
It's pretty gay.
It's
is what she's saying.
pretty gay. Let me see in chat. They're making a new Pride and Prejudice. Geeky Choreo asks, "Who's the tallest bard then?" I don't know if I can
Kyle?
answer that because I don't know if I actually know.
It's Dan or John.
I think it's John, but it might be Dan.
Yeah.
It goes back and forth.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have a tall day, you know.
True.
Woody used to be like, "I'm 6'2" on a good day."
Yeah.
That must be a really good day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not.
No. Funny. Depends on where they're standing in the room.
I found
Yeah,
mine.
It's very
Tange
true.
has been in the studio. It's slanted as hell. Tange can back
Look
us
at
up
my
on that.
height here. Oh, you can't see my head, can you?
No.
But then over here. You can't see my head, but you can see my torso.
It's
Yeah.
slanted enough that things roll.
It's slanted enough that Kyle looks the same height as whoever's sitting next to him.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I took some twine because your other materials were
perfect.
just so nice.
It's just they're nice because I haven't opened them. That's my ADHD of like, oh, I'll start this craft and then never do it.
It's the equivalent of opening up tabs for something.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just in your brain.
All right.
Let me pull.
We are listening to the playlist I made on Fantasy Plus called Bean Footage Research, where I've been going through all the music looking for something for Dark Age / just
So good.
general stuff.
I have a question for Miles
Yeah.
from the bad questionnaire. You do not have to answer it, but I'm going to ask.
Okay.
This is from Prometheus. Miles, it's been discussed but not confirmed what Talus's subclass could be. Do you care to speak on the matter or leave it a mystery? Compound question, second part of the question. Are the motes of weaving part of that, or are they just your flavor of sorcery points?
Ooh, that's a good question. I can confirm that yes, the motes of weaving are part of Talus's subclass.
Okay.
But Talus's subclass is a spicy little homebrew that I don't want to give away because it is a big part of his journey.
Do you want to say
his
what it's
character arc.
inspired off of, or no? Will that give too much away?
I mean, what aspect are you talking about? is inspired off of.
Multiple inspirations.
I was thinking about how the magic
Magic.
manifests.
Yeah, 'cause your description of magic was lovely.
Of
Oh,
power.
yes. For those of you really cool nerds out there who are familiar with the Shades of Magic series by V.E. Schwab, the newest installment of that series is a book called Fragile Threads of Power. Highly recommend. Incredible book series. Go binge it if you haven't. I'm still obsessed. And a good part of just how Talus's magic operates is kind of inspired by the magic that exists in that world, in that book specifically. So if you're interested in reading a bomb-ass book series,
So good.
and also getting your little tinfoil hat on, go read it.
Never
Maybe
take
listen
it
to
off.
The audiobook.
I do see
The audiobook is very good, too.
Red Wine Supernova is saying
I will
that
never
they
be the
have to go
same.
to sleep, but they don't
GN.
want to miss the dildo story. I can tell the dildo story right now, Noah, because I know you personally asked it in the Discord, and I don't want you to miss it. If you'll stay up a little later.
Speak your truth. Do it.
Are you all ready for the dildo story?
I think so. Thank you, Miles.
Will we
for
ever
I
be-
feel like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hype is too big for this story. Miles knows
I
it.
love-
Oh,
I'm
I'm
disappointed.
very familiar with this story.
So it's 2017. I was in grad school, and the grad school I went to also had an undergraduate program for like stage management, lighting design, like an overall tech program. That was pretty good. Like when I was there, their program was pretty well regarded as pumping out very professional tech theater people. And
We're made in effect.
I was in the middle of a day where, you know, we were there from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. And it's lunchtime, and we all received this email from a student who is the current stage manager of the production that was going on of Measure for Measure. And if you do not know what Measure for Measure is, it's a Shakespeare play. It's not a comedy. Not a comedy, okay? This email, I gotta pull up the photo.
I don't have the email.
I do.
Okay.
Oh, she had to. Otherwise, this story wouldn't be believable without it.
The email is so professional and so well written, and I was so proud of this kid for doing it. But it is thus. I'm gonna read it out loud to you all. I'm not going to dox this person's name, but hi, I'm blank. Currently the stage manager for the production of Measure for Measure. I hope this email finds you well.
Love it.
I would like to bring to your attention that a prop has gone missing overnight between the 2nd of November, 6 p.m. and the 3rd of November, 9 a.m. in the Lambda studio, whatever. And then the next sentence launched a conspiracy theory that lasted for the rest of my time in grad school.
Of course.
The prop that is missing is a 17-inch pink double-ended dildo that is part of the production. Okay?
Such a specific
They
description.
continue on. The stage management team would like to stress that any props and furniture we currently hold is all for the better of the amazing productions Lambda produces.
Sure.
Most of them can be rare, expensive, and take a while to source, and this is the best
Sure it
the
was.
best sentence in this. And without them, it would hinder the quality of the show. And
Essential to
then
the plot.
they asked, like, please, if anybody has information, to email them.
Yeah.
This goes out to
Was there a
every
reward?
No, there was no reward. Every student, every faculty member, every like guest tutor, everyone gets this email at the same time for weeks. It is all anyone can talk
What was the
about.
play again?
Measure for measure.
Were they trying to do like a Requiem for a Dream, like? tie-in?
I'll tell you right now, I watched that show. It didn't hinder the production because they never found the dildo. It is still missing to this day.
God.
And they would send out an email if they found it.
Yep.
I mean, you have to.
You have to tell everyone.
Yeah, no, because literally, I'm not exaggerating it. Literally, it's all anybody could talk about for weeks. And then,
Yeah.
like, as we went on, people would bring it up and be like, "Do you think they ever found it?"
What's the update on this
Yeah.
sitch?
We want to know. So I'm
It haunts
sure,
me.
Yeah, somebody's got it and is having a great time. But
A free 17-inch pink double-ended dildo?
it was
Sourcing
You're
just
having
drops
such
great
a
time.
funny crate because the grad school I went to prides itself on being quite professional, and it was just a really, really funny email to receive.
Which,
Yeah.
it was very professional.
It was. They did a good
I've-
job.
yeah.
It was
There's
just
so,
so
many different
funny.
ways that could have gone.
But I would never put a pink double-ended 17-inch dildo in measure for measure. And I don't think
unless
it
you
would.
were gonna measure the dildo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, why would they-
I took a screenshot of this email and sent it to Miles. And within minutes, Miles had found a reference image and
God.
sent
That's
it
kinda
to
my
the
thing.
family group chat with my mother and
I
father.
immediately go for the Google search, Google image search, you know?
Yeah, so
Is
that's
this-
the
do
that's
we say that
the
this one's not
dildo
open?
story
Yeah.
that I can't believe I haven't
So
told
no one
that.
can hear you.
I'm busy at work.
But I hope it was worth it. I hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you for
Craziest
telling
email
us.
to ever
That's
receive.
fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's iconic work.
Yeah, I wonder where that dildo is now.
Lost, alone.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to go into my WhatsApp and search dildo to find this screenshot yesterday.
Crazy sentence. Crazy sentence.
And what was crazy is that it came up next to my mother's name.
Even
What?
crazier.
Yep. Yep.
I'm making this facing me, and then I'm gonna flip it around so you can see.
Okay, cool.
Just so you're aware. I don't want you to be worried.
But yeah, I hope Red Wine Supernova, if you're still here, I hope you got to listen to it.
Please sleep well now, if you can.
GN.
That's
I'm glad
funny.
we made time for this.
I have not thought about that in years. And I thought I had told you guys that story too.
No.
But no. It's like
Especially like since I used to work in props.
it's a good email, right? Like
Yeah.
and very true. Like don't touch the props. Don't fucking
Don't
touch the props.
props.
But just hilarious.
I remember working on a show and someone was juggling props, and before I even said something, I heard Kyle from the wings go, "Don't juggle the props," and I was like, "That's how I know
I'm gonna
I
marry
love
this
him."
man.
Or that he loves me, you know? I was like, thank you.
Do we have another question?
Well, yes. Am I allowed to go back to the approved questions?
Of course, yeah.
That was not unapproved. It was just very funny. Something that I think is always relevant. How do you as performers decompress after the heavy emotional scenes? Which I do think we've talked about on Bards and Crafts before, but not with all four of us. And I do think is always topical and always important with the type of
Yeah.
material that we're playing in. I don't know who asked it. That's a lovely question. I will start with Miles.
I get so high afterward. No.
I
I mean,
mean-
yeah. For me, it's more of just like getting back into me, if that makes sense. So it's I really want to prioritize just like taking time to unpack my thoughts that I had throughout the time I was, experiencing those moments as my character, but also step away from it all, and do things that make me feel like myself immediately after.
What are those things?
So, like, typically, I'll my first thing is I literally shower. I shower everything off.
I thought you were gonna say I literally shit my pants.
I literally shit my pants.
Yeah, I was like, where are we going with this?
Literally shit.
I literally shit my pants,
Literally?
and I'm all good. Literally,
Out the feelings go.
and then that's it. Wife hack. No, I shower, which is both,
Yeah.
literal and metaphorical version of ridding yourself of those feelings and that mindset.
Yeah.
But it also gives me the time to like listen to a podcast that Miles, want to listen to, or watch a YouTube video or watch a dumb little TV show or something that just centers me back down to the core of Miles. And then I get a little high, and I think that helps just kind of like smooth the edges.
It's legal in our state.
It
Saws
is,
if
yeah.
It's not
Saws,
where you
R.I.P. And that just kind of helps me. It clears away the fog. It cleans out the cobwebs in my brain after an intense, especially with Dark Age, a very emotional type of situation. It cleans out those little cobwebs, and so I can just, gravity back down to myself. And so I just do things that make me feel like me and make me happy. And a lot of it is in indulging in entertainment and media that I enjoy and letting loose a little bit.
I like that.
Yeah.
You go back to Daddy Jeff and he soothes
I do.
you. I didn't mean
Survivor.
it like that.
It's Survivor.
But yes. I do love Daddy Jeff.
It's Daddy Joe.
Checking this out. How do you feel about this, Hannah? It's a little.
That's cute.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
It looks good on camera.
Okay, good. I don't
Chat,
want it
what
to
do you
be
think?
I don't want it to be like, it can't be too high because it'll sit in the middle here.
I cannot see it when I'm back here. I have to literally go.
Oh, so fair. But we want it very simple. Hannah picked some colors, so a very simple, just a nice little touch that would go it'll go more forward. We just have a bunch of stuff on the table right now.
Lovely. You're a star, Rachel. It's like you worked in props before you were a lawyer.
That's so weird.
I know.
Oh, thank you guys. Then I will go ahead and make the second one.
Do you want to answer for yourself first before you
I will.
do that?
I also have some of these dogwood flowers, but I don't think they work with this at all, so I'm gonna use them in other ways. Yeah, it's just for that. But I still have six. Maybe on the tree. That could be fun. Thank you.
Let's make the tree girly pop.
It'll be girly pop. For me, and I think I'll move towards the mic. I think we've talked about this before.
Can you pause the music?
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna change over the speaker?
I'm gonna try to.
Oh. Here,
Kyle's craft is going so well.
Would you like the plug?
Leave it there, because the hope is you'd still be able to use it from there.
Okay.
You might need a new cord, but I'm gonna figure that out first.
Oh, I
I'm gonna see if I
forgot.
can make it. I'm gonna see if I can make it work like this.
I'm missing
Now we're in
pieces.
silence.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'll
Bing,
answer
bing,
the
bing,
question.
bing,
I forgot
bing,
these
bing,
pieces.
bing,
This
bing,
is
bing.
not done. Don't look at it.
I just didn't want anybody's minds to get.
No one look at it. The we've talked about it a bit. So for me, since I'm not classically trained, I went to the Bards School of Acting. The first thing I pretty much immediately do is I go around the room and I hug everyone. And I'm just like, good job. And I like hugs. I like my friends. I'm very proud of all of my friends, no matter how upset they make me at this table and how much they make me cry. I'm very proud of everyone and their choices and what they're doing and the horrors that persist. So I give everyone a hug and I'm like, good job. And then we kind of debrief. I also started as Valor at the end of the episode before I stand up. I very quickly write down all of my thoughts as Valor. So then it's that's there. I won't forget it. I have it for right when we pick up next week, and that's for me a bit of separation. I think I will do the same for Itheo Kosama, but they're a little more just vibes right now.
They really
Less
are just
thoughts.
vibes.
Head empty.
Who's calling me?
Woody!
Should I answer on?
Voodoo.
Yeah, fuck
We
it.
all like to talk to
He doesn't
Woody.
get a heads up.
Yeah.
He should know. he
Yellow, and I
knows.
don't mean the color. You're on the phone with Hannah, Miles, Kyle, Rachel, and
And
all
the
the
internet.
Bardlings. What's going on?
Hardly.
Welcome.
Oh, shit.
Guess you're not watching.
Casual fan.
You guys are
Uh-huh.
watching?
Casual fan alert.
Your face is on
That's
the
why
button.
you're on the sticker.
Yeah. And it's a good sticker. Well, I just wanted to call and say hi.
Everybody in chat is saying hi.
We
Love
love
you.
you.
Hello.
We love you
I've
so
just
much.
been hanging out in Houston doing DoorDash.
Ooh.
Oh,
if
you're running
in
DoorDash.
Houston- Yeah, I'm just trying to make a little bit of money whilst I wait for my contract to start.
That's so smart.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Have you? I don't know if you've told the Bardlings what you're doing this summer. I don't know if you
I
want to
haven't.
dox
I'll
yourself.
I'll do a little post at some point.
Ooh,
Woody's working at the
can't wait.
Shakespeare Festival
Yeah.
for one show. 2 shows?
2 shows.
2 shows.
2 shows.
Miles knows what's up.
2 shows.
Well, because in one of them he's playing a track that I played in the same exact show
Yeah.
once
No
before.
way.
Yeah. Wait, no, he's yeah, he's the same track.
Mm-hmm.
Were you Exeter as well? Or not Exeter? Were you Corin as well?
No, I was Charles, William, and little Arden creature, a forest lad.
Oh, okay, brother. Well, we're gonna go craft. Come join us and chat when you get home safely.
Yeah. Have a nice
I
stream.
need this.
Everybody says they love you.
Love you.
Bye.
I'm
Cute.
trying to think if there's anything else I do. Take off makeup, shower, big hugs. Especially after emotional sibling scenes, I normally send Hannah a voice note the next morning.
Yeah.
And she sends me one with our thoughts and appreciation for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I normally go through everything that I'm worried about with Kyle. I'll be like, Kyle, was it too weird when I did this, or was it like okay weird? You know, it's good to have someone to like reassure you, and I get that from all of y'all, and I really like rely on that. But those are kind of my big wind down, like decompress things.
Nice.
I do everyone's dishes after they've left,
Yeah.
which is actually nice because it just like
Not mine.
Miles.
I do
does
my own
dishes.
dishes.
You told us
I
not
do
to
my own dishes.
I think that's because Miles used to
I
live
lived here.
So fair.
But it's nice because it allows me to kind of just like get into my thoughts. But yeah, hugs for everyone.
Yeah.
I make sure to like tell everyone that they did a good job, and what I try to find like just something I can say that I'm like, I really appreciated this, or I loved this moment.
Yeah.
If we're not too hectic while we're cleaning up the stream. But then I too also shower. And
God.
Glad we're all clean.
yeah.
Oof.
Good
We're
job.
not stinky. We might be mean, but we're not stinky.
Would you rather be stinky or mean? Chat, answer for you.
Stinky or mean?
Answer for yourself. RP warm up, would you rather be stinky or mean?
That's actually very funny. Now that I have a sense of smell again, mean.
I'm trying to think of like that usually does it for me. I usually will then either journal as Sinov, or whatever character I've played in my notebook. That really helps me.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you do where you put all your thoughts down. I
Yeah.
journal before bed, and that way I'm like not all looking at a screen too. But I find sometimes after we play, I don't go to bed until like 4 or 5 a.m.
The brain
Yep.
just be going.
Yep.
It's like you're wired.
So I too sometimes have to take a little edible and a melatonin.
It just helps like
and
just clear everything out.
go
so you can,
night-night.
yeah.
You have to calm down.
Yeah.
It's hard. And it's
Yep.
also, we end a lot of cliffhangers, so I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I know my body needs sleep, but I want to know what happened.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of It's similar to like if you're acting too. You just kind of like gotta shake it off.
Yeah.
Shake it off.
Leave it at the door.
Yep. Or out on the table.
Kyle, I know you're
As we
deep
say.
in
Oh,
your
yeah.
craft. Yeah, you're the reason I make so many unhinged choices. It's you going, leave it all on the table.
Leave it all on the table.
And then I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Fucking do it. We're here to play the game.
Yeah.
Well,
Not sit here with our dicks in our hands.
Hannah,
dicks in our hands.
Kyle, are you going to share your...
Well, first I talk Rachel down from whatever ledge she's on.
Thank you. It's the first step.
I then and then take a shot. I would say, especially if there's like an emotional moment, everybody has their own like way of being comforted. So like for me, it is nice to like get hugs and kind of like check in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess like the like essence of that is checking in with the people in the room before you leave it.
Yeah.
And we always do a really good job with that.
Yeah, the safety part of it, we're pretty good. And we also have known each other for so long that
Yeah.
But yeah, then I go I go home. and
It's a long commute.
take a
Very
shower.
scary too.
Take a little shower because even though it's chilly in here, the story is hot.
Yeah. There's a reason we made muscle teas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
And there's a reason Kyle always sits right there, because
Yeah.
it's in the path of the AC.
the beginning of the campaign, I was sitting over here. If y'all remember that, and that changed.
Yeah.
Tough time. It was a tough time.
Even with the new AC unit, I was like, I'm uncomfy.
You'll love it over here when you DM.
Oh, I can't
And
wait.
thank you guys for the AC unit.
Yeah. And then I have some s'mores
There we go.
Pop-Tarts. I
Facts.
play a video game,
Yeah.
and I may or may not stay up until like 1 in the morning, or maybe 2 in the morning.
You do not go to bed when I go to bed.
I can't go to bed
I
after
know.
the show.
It's hard.
Yeah, I need time to wind down. On healthier nights, I read, but a lot of the time I need to just like fully immerse myself in doing video game and maybe listening to like a funny podcast.
Mm-hmm. Get your brain in
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
I get that.
Okay, now we have the tiniest sprigs of yellow and we have some more greenery.
Love it.
I'll turn around for you.
No, you're okay. I can kind of see. I can see the vision from here.
I know, but I don't want you to see the back part of
Oh,
it.
it's beautiful.
Thank you.
I love
Now, I didn't think this through.
it. Okay.
Storing it until Gilded Throne.
We can put it on top of my closet.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I'm about to make a second one.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll put it up there.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Nothing
Nothing else is going up there besides my gay craft box.
I immediately saw it.
Yep.
Thank you.
Can't miss it.
Yep.
I'm gonna tie. I should have brought hot glue, but I also want to be able to take this apart and reuse it because I hate like losing flower arrangements.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna carefully move it later.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll. I mean, nobody's gonna mess with it.
Yeah.
Quiddy says s'mores is the best flavor and it's not close. Yes. Yeah. If they make gluten-free s'mores Pop-Tarts.
That's why I got these today.
S'moreos.
S'moreos.
Are they good?
They're okay.
Not as good as the Pop-Tart, but
Oh no. Yeah.
nothing
I'm
compares.
out of wire and like floral tape winter. I was woefully underprepared.
Ooh, somebody says I also love hot fudge sundae. I don't know if I was able
I
to ever
don't.
have that one pre
I
my
didn't really-
allergies.
It's like too chocolatey for me, which is crazy.
What you got
I
against
agree, though.
chocolate?
I grew up,
balance.
I grew up a brown sugar Pop-Tart girl.
Mm.
Those are good.
Mhm.
Those are good too.
Back in the day.
Do you want me to play the
They
music
used
to
to
see
make-
if it works, or are we
Oh.
still waiting?
It's not plugged into you yet. I'm
Oh.
so sorry.
Also,
It's not plugged into me yet.
Hannah,
Why do you always gotta make weird?
Hannah, I don't know about you over in that corner. It's a little.
I love
It's
it.
that corner. It's
It's the
That's
both
fine.
energies of Woody and Will flow into me, and we'll
No.
see what happens.
No.
you'll make dick jokes and TPK.
Yeah.
No, please don't kill my character. I worked so hard,
Yep.
and the art is so good.
Quiddy says, I'm also with Kyle and Hannah. I cannot sleep after Big Sessions episode 35. I was awake in my hotel room until dawn.
Respect.
Nice.
Respect.
No,
Dawn
sleep.
Inquisitor.
Till D&D.
We should have just played longer.
We should have played until dawn.
Until dawn.
No, not the game until dawn.
A very kind soul asked why the name next to my name on the overlay was different. And you just have to
keep
keep
watching.
Oof. Oof.
Just keep watching.
Things change, names change.
We should have. I was fine.
Things have changed for me.
Next time.
That's okay.
Quiddy, come play
I
Gilded
was not
Thrones and
fine.
we'll play till 7 a.m.
Oh my gosh. In the world of Gilded Thrones would be crazy.
I don't know what the fuck would happen for that many hours.
I know. A duel.
It would have to be.
I was telling Rachel I was like
Duel.
sitting
I want
here
a duel.
today. I'd finished all my Muggle work tasks and I was like kind of like zoning and out and trying to figure out how to do like a cool wizards duel that didn't suck. Because I think that would be fun in Gilded Thrones.
Why does everyone have to be a wizard?
Everyone has. Oh, Everyone in Gilded Thrones has magic. Everyone. There's another tidbit. And Quiddy, I promise.
I think it's a fun tidbit.
Would Quiddy? Promise what?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Promise
Sugar.
what?
Yeah, everyone's got
Focus on
some
your
kind of
craft.
magic. Like, even if you are like because we don't have typical classes like in D&D, but you would be able to kind of suss out based on the characters and who's around. Like, oh, if we were playing D&D, they would probably be like this class.
Yeah.
But everyone has at least like cantrip magic,
At least.
like at the very least,
Yeah.
and they call it small magics.
How rude.
Smagics.
Small smagics.
Small beepish.
I gotta move over
Yeah.
here. I'm so excited. Let's see. I had some other very good questions. I have a Dark Age question. Ooh, that's for you. And then I have some everyone questions. One from the lovely Quiddy. What is the single most impactful die roll your character has experienced?
Should we say if it's for Dark Age, it's all for Dark Age, right?
I mean, that just says
In general. If it is for Dark Age, we should hold up
your character has
spoiler
experience.
hands or say what episode it's going to spoiler
Yeah.
before that.
I'll hold up a red flag after people say the episode number, and then you can stop listening if it hasn't been. Turn off the volume, and then I will put it down when we're done talking. This is what we do on Bards and Crafts.
Mm-hmm.
But now we have these wonderful red flag signs.
Quickly, I'm going to answer this question from Gremlin. Do you think the episodes for Gilded Thrones will be longer, shorter than DA? Of course, they'll be shorter.
They will be short.
Yeah, if you've watched Evolution or Genesis, they'll probably be about that length. Yeah. I'll have you in bed at a reasonable hour.
With tea.
Unless Abria comes and plays, and then I've just promised her we're playing until 7 a.m.
I'd do it. Like, not even a second thought. Yeah, I'd play D&D all night.
Oh, yeah.
Even if we weren't doing the show.
I want to do all day on Saturdays, guys. Why can't we do that?
Because that's normal.
But there's something fun about it being
I have a
like it's
job.
like when you're a kid and you're at a slumber party and you're like you're staying up late. Like it just there's something about like the witching hour that is just like it adds some spice to the energy.
It's like when I was in grad school,
Don't just
again,
repeat what I say.
I
In a judgmental
apologize if it's annoying that I talk about grad school, but I remember
We get it. You went to grad school.
one of
we gotta get
my
classically trained.
one of my fellow
Lambda,
students.
more like lambda.
You drag me. One of my fellow students like had a freak out at like 9 p.m. at night. We're in class, and they were like, "I am so tired. I cannot do this. Why are you making me do this?" At our teacher, and our teacher was like, "That's why we're making you do it at this point. It's because you're so tired. You can't have all the extra bullshit in your way. You just gotta fucking do it."
Interesting.
And like at the witching hour of D&D, like by that hour, it's just like everything else has been stripped away, and you're just like in it raw.
That's why my
You're a
character
person.
choices get
In
like
it raw.
less.
In it raw.
Oof.
Baby.
My character choices get worse after 10 o'clock. Not worse for like the story, but worse for me.
Funny. Dice roll question.
yes,
I
most
can
impactful
start it
dice
if you
roll.
want.
Please
'cause
do
mine was
say the
very
episode
recent.
number so I can hold up the red flag.
Mine is episode 39. So if you've not watched To That, plug your ears. You really will want to plug your ears.
Plug your beers.
It is the dice roll I had to do to decide whether or not I held the line or went and saved Katari and Valor. And I said if it's above a 10, I will stay, and if it's below a 10, I will go save them, and I rolled like a 19. It will forever haunt me. Yep.
Halifax hates us.
Yep.
Yeah. And our love.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, up until that point, it was 21.
Yeah.
But I didn't roll that die. It just
Yeah.
affected my brainchild, too.
Yeah. Wow. That was wild.
I just realized I don't know how I'm gonna play any sound on this. They're working. think.
Okay.
So that's good.
Your craft is happening for
Yeah.
sure.
We just
Craft
need to
is
figure out
crafting.
how to connect. This whole setup is just like a lot.
Yeah.
My other thought would be we would have to do some cleaning.
Okay.
My other thought would be having them like on either side of the DM screen.
But then
My
what mic are they
ADHD
picked up
would
from?
not be able to handle.
Yeah. Then
What do you
what
mean?
mic are they picked up from?
It would be so hard for me to think through the music.
Not aimed at you. Like on either side facing this way.
Oh, but wasn't there an issue with like why the music sounded so shit? Is because it was behind all the mics.
We wanted
That
on
was the
this
issue.
side.
It needed to be on the other side of the mics.
We kind of had to like milk that as the explanation for the issue out of the guy. Like he was like we're in a very specific scenario. You're probably right. I wish there was a way to get back homeward. Something about this chair makes me want to sing.
Do you want to sit there for Gilded Thrones?
Yeah.
Is your character singing?
No.
Do you want to answer for your character while Kyle
I do.
noodles the speakers?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure it out.
So there's a lot that have impacted, but I think they all stem from a roll from 21. So I will go 21. If you've not watched 21, I'm going to hold up the red flag until you're done. Failing to resist to be stunned. I think
Was it a crit fail?
it was like I thought it was like a 3 and a 2. It was a 1?
I'm pretty sure the TikTok is Dan going,
That's a 1.
Oh yes, it was. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It was a crit fail.
yeah, which doesn't matter. Second one.
Or was that the
I
initiative?
think it was a
don't
fail
remember.
on
I thought it was initiative. It was like a 1 or a 3 because I did really badly on initiative, and I really thought I would go first. I had like a huge bonus to initiative as Lenora,
Mhm.
and I truly like with Lenore's thought process was like this is gonna be like the one punch. You ask a question, had really good questions to ask Alis about Alis's relationship with her siblings. Because she felt that Alis was projecting and taking that out on like her and Sanove's relationship, and it's
Mhm.
like you don't need to protect my sister from me. What did your siblings do to you?
Mm-hmm.
And was like, we're not gonna be able to talk about it, so we'll do the sparring thing. And it was I would never regret the quips leading up to it because it was how Lenore would have tried
It was
to.
great.
Thanks. It was how Lenore would have tried to get that to happen, but failing the stun and not being able to like ask the questions or talk to Alis and get her out of what was happening and not being able to go first was tough. But like the stun, just because everything and the damage Alis could do was just, she took it all. And all the
She's
impactful
cracked.
things that happened since have stemmed from her dying in that moment,
Mm-hmm.
choosing to come back as Valor, not understanding when she made that choice what that would mean,
Mm-hmm.
finding herself through Valor, but then like the things that she didn't remember about Lenore that like affected how Valor behaved, it was just so everything stemmed from that failure.
Mm-hmm.
If she hadn't been stunned, it would have been a totally, even though she would have gotten really beat up,
Mm-hmm.
the fight would have gone very differently.
Yeah. I in an alternate universe, hey, like write that fan fiction of like the fight
Yeah.
actually happens and Lenore gets to ask those questions. That would be a great fan fiction to read.
I'll say it because it can now never happen. I would have loved to see a true enemies to lovers from Lenore and Alis.
I shipped them so hard.
I thought it would be so interesting.
yes.
And
it would be like true enemies
we
to
were
lovers.
robbed of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We could have had like the fun sparring moment. And then with Valor, like the romance wasn't possible for a variety of reasons. But yeah, I was like, that was my like secret ship that I was never going to do anything to make happen, but I think would have been so interesting
If it did.
if Lenore and Alis had found themselves in that. Yeah.
Yep.
But that was the most impactful dice, was getting stunned right there.
Damn. Yep.
Damn.
Great answer.
Thank you.
Great answer. I too
Trauma.
shipped them very hard.
Yeah. Not my one true ship, but it's
No.
good. It was a good romantic one.
Yeah, good romantic ship. Yep.
Miles, you've only had a few dice rolls with us, but
Yeah.
it could be anything.
I mean, I don't know if there's one that's been like yet. That's been super
Mm-hmm. I mean, the
impactful.
rolling to find food.
Oh, I did crit fail hard on that one, and which then made Sonova have to make a really interesting dinner for all of us. But I guess that was probably like the one that had the biggest effect thus far. Because I mean, he hasn't really had a lot of rolls in order to either make a very positive change or a very.
There's nothing in the Gilded Tulip that happened that you were like, because you and Woody came up with like so many fun things with that ship and with like the Calanthus surprise and the
Gargoyle.
That
Yipty
was a wild
Skipty.
ride. I don't think I remember what happened or what we would have even rolled for. I just know it was crazy.
Yeah.
I
It was
don't
such a
remember. I'm
fun
sure there probably
session.
was, but I don't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Aki is like a descendant of Aldwin. Crazy shit.
But you're
Crazy
like,
shit.
this guy? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited though. There will be, I think, some very impactful rolls.
Oh,
to come.
absolutely. I'm sure
Yep.
there will be.
Kyle, you got an impactful role?
And what's episode it's from? You're off screen right now. You're safe.
God?
You're in a safe space if you want to cry.
He's in the corner.
No one puts baby in the corner.
I don't know.
Most impactful. It could be positive or negative.
Or
just stick
home
with you.
campaign, Feeble Mind, the first time, the second time, or the third time. Not all of them home campaigns, some of them were bards. Kyle has a special relationship with the spell Feeble Mind.
I've been
Targeted.
I've been burned
Oof.
too many times. I'll keep it for Dark Age because I like it. I mean, one moment where it was a big moment, not of a D20 roll from me, but the roll for damage on the
What
lightning
episode?
strike.
Oh.
25 or
that
26,
was-
right?
It's what?
No, it was
No,
from
it
the
was
train
like
episode.
17.
Oh! Are you talking about the
The
train?
train?
lightning?
Oh.
Yeah,
Train,
like
that's 11 or 12.
11.
pre mass murder train.
11 or 12. Red
11
flag
or
now.
12.
Don't worry about what you just heard.
If you're
Some
if you're
people are
listening
on
to this and you haven't
episode
gotten to 11 and
7.
12, you've
You
already
should
been
get to
spoiled
11
everything.
and 12 because that's when shit starts to pop off.
It's not a spoiler. JB gets struck by lightning. He does it purposefully to
Oh, yeah.
to save his friends.
That was sick.
It was very possible in that moment that JB could have that was the only time that JB could have been like outright killed
Mm.
because we were still
Never
low
again.
level
Will missed a shot.
and I was down low
That ship has
too
sailed.
and then Will was like, "You're gonna take max damage." I'm like, "Really?" And he was like, "Yes." So that damage roll was pretty big because that whole like that moment really made me like understand JB as a person.
You were like, oh, this is a part of who he is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
We talked about that on a Bards and Craft
We
once.
did.
yeah, just
The
like
choices.
it's what
First time.
it's what he would do.
It's the choices where
Yeah.
you're just like, that's who they are.
Yeah, a moment when
Which
you're
feel-
playing
which
where
feels
you were
good.
revealed, the character reveals itself to you.
Yeah.
I do like that.
That's a good one. Not the feeble-minded ones.
Before you do your craft, could I ask you to so carefully put this on top of Hannah's wardrobe? Like this.
Lay it up there like a child.
Put your hands where my hands are. One hand here.
Cradle the neck.
There
Over
you
the
go.
head.
I'll open
There
the
you
door
go.
for you. Open the door for you.
Yep, there you go.
Thank you.
Don't fear it because it'll smell fear.
Yeah. It's like a bee.
You can do it.
Should I shake
You
it?
can do
That's
Thank you.
shake it?
Do you need help?
Bye. I like how you're crab walking.
I just didn't want to reach up there and do that. Oh, let me see how your craft is going, Miles.
Is the music still?
Dude,
Is it
the
my
silver,
silver?
yeah, the silver paint is interesting, so I'm having to do like layers, lots of layers.
Okay. Do you
But-
need like a base coat or no? You're already here.
No, I'm already here. I've already committed to it, but thank you. But it's going.
Just play
It's
from my
working.
computer
I appreciate that.
while we.
Oh, what color do you want for the little
Here, we'll do this.
Dot.
dot?
That's interesting. So
Unless you don't want dot.
no, I do want a dot. So it's hard. So I think, and Hannah, it's your handwriting. Ethael Cosima will not fit on one side, so I think it's Ethael on one side, Cosima on the other.
Okay.
So we have both first names.
Okay.
I know you only use one of them, but they should both be there.
Okay.
The pin is silver. For the color dot that we always do at the end, everyone has a dot, like gold. Aki has a bean. JB is like a light blue. I'm trying to figure out the color dot that would go with
Silver.
Ethael Cosima.
I did
Blue.
gold and silver.
Like
I think it would-
their eyes.
Yeah, a really, really dark blue. Or purple for their hair. But all my Lenore Valor stuff was purple. So I feel like I want like that really,
Dark
really
blue.
dark blue. Dark.
Dark.
Darp.
That's like more than dark. It's dark.
Dark.
Yeah. It is the darkest color blue when night is just barely ending.
Can I petition for the show to now be called Darp Age?
Darp age.
Darp Age.
Will would kill us.
My fantasy plus is shitting itself right now.
Someone did ask a question about names that I will not be answering in the thing, so that's all you get. That Ethael and Cosima are both first names. I can't answer the other questions, but I appreciate you asking them.
Is it? It's not hyphenated, is it?
Mm-mm.
No.
It should be.
Not everyone is like Jean Baptiste and has a hyphen.
If it's not hyphenated, then it looks like it's first name and second name.
But it's not.
That is wrong.
It just isn't. It simply is not.
They want to know Ethael Cosima's last name.
Not everyone has a last name.
You did reveal Lenore's full government name.
When?
Her Christian
When you-
name.
Christian. Oh, I guess you didn't. No,
I did not.
You did not.
I have never revealed Lenore's full name.
Mhm.
Have you?
No,
Okay.
only Snows, which is not the same as Lenore's. For all of you thinking that it's the same, it is not.
Yeah, everyone just feels like names are real simple and they're not.
Say my name.
There was some stuff that there's some other like name things that's not related to Lenore and Snoke specifically that's in my recent wiki entry that I can't wait for everyone to find out the meaning of those words or the names or like see what people think they mean is very fun. Or like the fading book entries on the wiki and then the tasks between stars on the wiki is fun to add to. And this was a question I think someone asked about like stuff for Lenore and Valor that I was excited to explore that we're not going to get to, so spoilers for post
Fucking rip forever.
the end of 39 and 40. So stuff that I thought would like naturally come out in RP, like some pre-stuff that Will and I did in like writing and building the character, we'll share on the wiki that I'm working on, putting his entries. And then I think the thing I was most excited about was seeing if we eventually go back to where they're from in Ara.
I hope we do. So it'll be tome 2 or tome 3 or something
Yeah.
like that.
And I hope that we still get to like go and meet all those people and meet all their family members, but it'll be like very bittersweet for me because I will not be playing Lenore Valor.
Not unless I get true resurrection and you want to come back.
And then I'm playing 2 characters.
Try it, it's fun.
Oh my gosh, wait, that would be actually insane to play Ethael Cosima and Lenore Valor.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
My brain would break.
Yeah, I'm excited to. I'm trying to be positive about the whole thing, but Hannah, feel for my brainchild with this whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a big old bummer
It's real sad.
what happened to that. But yeah, the cult of it all, because we built a whole society. I want to go back there and experience it. Plug her in.
I know.
Can you do
Oh,
that
do
hand
it.
gesture again for me?
No. Was Lenore planned from the beginning of DA?
Alright, she's plugged in.
Lenore was always
She's
planned for
plugged.
the beginning of DA. I just couldn't join because I was studying for the bar exam.
I am playing the music.
It's kind of important, I guess.
It was, yeah. So, Hannah and I worked for months in advance on our cult and on our siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Someone asked me if I'd planned Ethiel, and I was like, no. I think it was Prometheus.
Oh, yeah.
Was like, did y'all already have this, like... It was Prometheus. Like, were you toying with it beforehand? Can you share about your creation process? It happened in 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Will and I sent each other, like, 20 voice notes, and then we had a phone call. And then we continued
it's
sending
just,
things.
I changed it to a different one because that one dynamically goes all the way down and all the way up.
Okay.
So it's hard to...
Got it. Thank you.
There you go. I am maxed out on my computer, though,
Okay.
so you know.
Yeah. Should I adjust the volume here? Is it not plugged into here?
Don't touch nothing.
What is the backstory of SEAL Team 6?
Oh! I know it.
That's like a history question.
Well, no, like for bards.
Like, why you guys...
You're being tested right now.
Like, why you guys use it? Because I don't know when you started using it.
We started using it, I think it was verse 2 or 3.
We heard about Osama bin Laden.
It was verse 2 or
Am I
3
wrong?
of Ballad of the Nightmare Crew,
SEAL
and
Team 6 has been around
it
for longer than
started as a behind the scenes like code phrase for us to get back on track.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, like this is the code word that we're gonna use, SEAL Team 6. And then we used it so goddamn much that everyone caught on to what it was for.
Of course.
And so now it's not behind the scenes, you all know what it means, but that
You
is,
guys call it.
I don't know why we chose SEAL Team 6. We were sitting around the table before we started and we just decided that was what it was gonna be. But yeah. Have you heard about Osama
That's
bin
insane,
Laden?
Kyle.
Crazy.
What?
That was just... I just love you.
I love you.
Okay, this I think is a good question for any and all campaigns. Are there... You know who submitted this question? 53 oranges in an orangutan costume
Interesting.
submitted this question. I truly cannot guess who you are, Tangerine.
Yeah.
Are there any fan works, art, fanfic, playlist, etc. of a specific character, pairing, scene, or situation that you haven't seen yet but would like to?
Wait, read that one more time. Sorry.
Are there any fan works,
Uh-huh.
art, fanfic, playlist, etc.
Uh-huh.
of a specific character,
Mhm.
pairing, scene, or situation that you haven't seen yet but would like to?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who asked that. That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think we answered once upon a time in a Bards and Crafts, like what kind of fan fiction we like to see. And I like the moments in between. I like it when
Yeah.
people write the moments that happen off screen.
The hanging out.
Yeah, the in-between moments. I know somebody in the Discord, a couple people in the Discord, I think, wrote like fan fictions about like what Katari was doing in the room after Sinov left and before Sinov came back, and I thought that was
Yeah.
really interesting because we didn't know.
We don't know.
I like those in-between moments. But in terms of like what I would want to see pairings wise,
We've already
or
gotten so many amazing things like every week.
yeah.
I just see the coolest stuff.
Can you do the sound question?
I don't know. I'll be excited for like as we learn more about Talus to have more Talus fan fiction,
Yeah.
The second.
more Cosima fan fiction.
Isayo Kosuma.
Yeah.
We played a bit here.
Oh yeah.
I can't tell. I'm wondering
Yeah.
if
I think there's a
it's,
lot of cool characters who could deserve
it's
some
like
love, some fan
separate
fiction love.
Oh, I'm so
I
excited.
don't know
Yeah.
how best to fix that.
Somebody is writing a smut fic about Ishtava, and I'm here for it.
That's incredible.
Yeah. I made Mask Ishtava book talk coded for a reason, y'all.
Mm-hmm. You wanted it. You were built for this.
I did it for you.
Obviously, it's not.
Yeah, I feel like there's some really cool fight moments that I think would be really sick to see. All the art we saw of the incredible Storm Run. Non did some amazing art for that. I saw was it Av who did the an up close sketch of the dragon?
The Witchbreed dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
recent. A lot of the fights, I think because of the way we describe it and it feels so much like an anime or it's in movement, it's in a comic, it's just very cool to see as someone who cannot draw. It's just I just love seeing anything.
Yeah. I love an art piece of Valor when we're in the oogie googie faded realm and when you whipped around with your hair and got a bunch of things and it was just spinning around you and you had this cool sick ass superhero moment and then you fell down the tube. I would love art of that.
So funny.
I would just love art of Valor / Lenore all the time because Valor / Lenore is my favorite character. If I were watching Dark Age, they would be my favorite character. Yeah, so I would love more art of them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really cool, and it is super sad, but in the fight at the end of 39, spoilers for the end of 39, I think it'd be really cool in that black and white anime style with the red of doing the blood on when she had the blood and it poured over her in that moment of I'm a champion. And it was one of the last things she did, so I think that would be really cool to see.
Yeah, your Carrie moment.
Yeah, but all of the playlist I've been really enjoying. Everything I've seen I've absolutely enjoyed. I saw a drawing today of all of us as otters.
It was so cute.
I was just I would never have thought to do that. You know what I mean? How Gravel made little ghosts of us.
Yeah.
I just
So
would never
cute.
have thought to do that. So literally everything that I see is just so incredible.
Yeah.
I'll take anything. And I can't wait for I think the next couple episodes are going to be unhinged, and I'm excited to see the art that comes from that, and I'm excited to see some fancy art and playlist and some regal fanfic when we go into Gilded Thrones.
Yeah.
The opportunities are endless.
Yeah.
So I'm super excited about that.
Kyle likes the really raunchy smut.
Stop.
The 5 out of 5 spicy peppers for Kyle. I did say Kyle the other night. I was like, "Ooh, I wish somebody would write really, really smutty smut about Ember and Lilith, and then I want to watch you read it in real time, and just see you crash out."
I mean,
The crash out would be worse than the audible.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I'm not a prude.
Give it a goog.
Okay.
Give it a goog.
I'm glad you're getting help for
Are you figuring out sound stuff?
Trying to. The
I will
speakers.
ask a question since y'all are deep focused.
You can answer a sister question. I know there's some in there.
There's a lot of sister questions, but I'm trying not to cry. A question for Hannah. Do you have any theories or wishes about what the reliquary of the needle will provide or do to Sano from Prometheus?
Theories?
Theories or wishes?
I have what Sanove is going to try to do.
Okay.
She took Damien's lesson of magic isn't good or bad, it's just how you use it, to heart.
I'm so sad she took that lesson.
And so she has what she's going to try to do.
Yeah.
It is what she would do. It is also something I, as Hannah, am interested in seeing if it could work.
Yeah.
I have to be super vague about it.
I don't know.
But yeah,
Can you try just turning the volume down just slightly on your computer so it's not fully
Yep, I just turned it
maxed
down.
out?
I think.
Actually, pause the music.
Pause the music. Give me one sec.
We don't
Music
talk
is
about our
paused.
crafts.
So it's
We
the
seriously
just
craft
hanging
on
on
arts and
the
crafts.
speaker.
The reliquary of the needle. I'd love to know y'all's theories on it because it's a huge gap in all of our knowledge because
Yeah.
it's where evolution left off, and we've not been there.
I mean, I have a theory, but I don't think anyone will try it.
What?
What's
We
your
could
theory?
throw it in the ocean.
The reliquary of the needle.
Yes.
No.
We could throw it in the ocean.
No.
Who knows if that's what Valor was gonna do while she was carrying it around.
Yep. Oopsie.
It had been safe in her bag.
Bards of New York cannot resist a skin book.
Oh, Hannah. I don't want that to be one of our
Skin book?
slogans.
A skin book. A skook.
I don't want that to be one of our slogans.
A skook. That sounds like a slur. I'm not gonna use that anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
It sounds like something that you'd say to like insult a fish.
good.
Pronounced snook.
I'm gonna ask a question that I know you can't answer.
Uh-huh.
Why do you only say Ethael Cosima's second first name?
That will be answered eventually, but I can't answer it right now.
I know,
Yeah.
but it was asked multiple times.
Good question.
That's a
I
good
see some of
question.
your theories in Discord, and some of you were close-ish. I won't say who, but there's been a couple people who I'm like, oh, you're in the ballpark.
Yeah. Oh, this is such a tough question. Hannah, do you think that when and if, and this is spoilers for this past week, 41, right? 41?
Yes.
Do you think that when and if Sinov realizes that the new evil talking book, I forgot the name, sorry,
I don't know.
it's okay, is sending Valor's constellation farther away from her, she'll stop using it? Or do you think she would accept the loss for the chance of seeing Katari once more?
Sinov is not reading the book solely to get Katari back.
Yeah.
That is not what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
It is still, she's reading the book because it is still about what she wants, what she has always wanted since I created her. She just knows that path may also lead to getting at least one of the people who she cares deeply about back. Maybe both.
Can you pull stars out of the sky?
Sinov's gonna, if anyone can do it, it's Sinov, god
You're right.
damn it.
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
I
I'm
think,
I'm sad for when she realizes. If she
Yeah.
notices, I'm sad.
yeah, I don't know what she'll do. I have no idea. That is something that I've like sat with and I do not know.
Mm-hmm.
Usually I can kind of predict how Sinov would react to things, but there are some things that it's just going to be an in the moment situation. It really just depends on like where she is in that journey with the book and how
Yeah.
close she thinks she is to finding it. She might crash out and get mad at Valor and be like,
Yeah.
I am not doing this. Like, this isn't bad. Magic is magic. It's just how you use it. And Valor can disagree. And we'll still have a sibling fight, but it'll be with the stars. It'll be one-sided.
Like a wolf howling at the moon.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it'll happen eventually, and it'll be real sad.
It's gonna be real sad. I
Yeah.
didn't know it was gonna go that far.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a good choice though.
It'll be temporary.
If anybody knows anything about speakers and such, it's
Red's in chat, I think.
there you go.
We're supposed
Why
to
are you
set up a
laughing at me
time.
then?
No, it was just the quiet, the earnestness. It was just really, really sweet. Please continue. You need help with your craft.
So it's the second speaker that is being connected using bare wire connector technology.
Okay.
And so it's making a sound that's kind of like.
It's like a weird static.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're
This
just trying.
Reddit thread says to try another outlet.
Another outlet.
Just to try another out. I love you, Red.
Thanks, Reddit.
I mean, yeah, that might work. It's always like, have you tried turning it off or on again?
Put it
And
in
it
a bag
usually
rice.
fixes it.
And it does.
Because it says it might just have too much interference within, like, if it's in a surge protector.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah, that's definitely fair. We just don't have a lot of fucking options.
We
How
have
long is the cord?
2 outlets in this room. Just so
well,
everybody
'cause
knows.
there's
It's
connector
100 years old.
reach
Yep.
Back to there.
Yep. In our old
That's
studio
beautiful.
/ apartment, we were
There's
lousy
more
with
shit to do.
outlets. It
I
was
know.
amazing.
We could.
Not anymore. I don't know. How will you feel if when that constellation dims?
I'm gonna be sad.
It's really sad. It's really sad. I mean, it's Valor, it's the legacy, it's
It,
the
like,
thing that's like
sounds
supposed to be watching over you, and I think the imagery of it, I thought was really beautiful, and I was very excited about because
Yeah.
there's the Prince of Twilight, there's the sun, there's like all this stuff. Like Sonove always sought comfort in sunshine and in warmth, and to have something to look up at
So it
at nighttime, I think was very beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not something big. You know, like a constellation of stars, it's different, and I don't mean big as in like unimportant, but I mean it's not this like huge mass. It's not the sun or the moon. It's all these tiny things going together to make something beautiful, and that's what I really liked about it. And I still like about it, and I think the constellation will continue to be important in different ways. But it's gonna be very hard for me as a person, as Rachel, to like sit here not playing Valor or Lenore when you in character realize you are having a hard time finding it. Will be very tough.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Tanj asked, will it dim for everyone or just for Sonove? It's just for Sonove.
I believe it's Will said each night it'll just become harder and harder for her to find it and see it each night that she looks at the stars.
Yeah.
You do know someone who knows all the
Who
stars.
can see the stars?
All of them. All the time.
Yep. Knows them intimately. Yeah.
I can't wait for Ithayo Kosuma's turn to like share a story before bed.
Jesus.
Cannot wait for that.
I'm not gonna.
Good soup.
That might be like the warm-up story.
Ooh.
I made the question, but I wasn't ready for the answers.
Yeah.
It was a good question.
Yeah. The sibling stuff is. Oof. Oof.
It hurts. It really hurts. And it was like, and we've talked about this on like literally every Bards and Crafts, I think, is that I said I would only be in Dark Age if we were siblings. And we made our backstory and I made my character entirely around being your older sibling. But I like it so much I decided to stay.
I guess.
There's future plans.
No.
There's future slow burn
You can
plans.
go back to the music. Por favor.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Because it's still.
And you can turn it back up. That didn't have any effect on it.
No?
No.
An interesting question from Anonymous. What did Lenore learn about the history of the cult in the back of the library? And if you can't tell us that, does Sonove know what Lenore found?
It's like
You want to answer the first part for yourself? If you can, or if you want to?
I think the clearest thing I put on the wiki, the new wiki entry this week for Task Between Stars, was Lenore found a tree, a family tree that she had not seen before, and a history. It was a scroll of history that she had not heard before because of the way that they grew up.
It's still happening.
But
Whoa.
it's not noticeable.
What's the ish?
It's making a little sound, a little speaker sound.
It's not even going to be noticed by anybody.
I don't hear it.
I don't even hear the music.
I can hear the music.
Oh, kidding.
Hannah, you're so worrying.
I think it's only audible if it's like if you're right next to it.
Yeah. Which is fine. I was just hoping that it wasn't like that it didn't mean that there's just like something wrong. You know?
Yeah. I mean, they're working great otherwise.
Thank you for the help.
I didn't really do anything at all. I unplugged things and plugged things back in.
TPG_Leo says now you can be girlfriends. Win-win.
No.
No,
We can't.
we can't. But thanks.
That messes things up.
Take that for you tinfoilers. We
We
can't.
can't.
Absolutely.
Ithao Kosuma is not in the world for that. That is not their purpose.
Not in their sphere of thinking.
Is it on the journey to the one true path? I don't know, but it's not intentional.
Yeah. Sinov knows nothing about what Lenore discovered,
Yeah.
or there were a lot of things that they didn't get a chance to talk about.
Yeah, no, that's so true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's stuff that I think Sano has since learned,
Yeah.
but it wasn't anything that, like,
Mm-hmm.
they never. There's a lot of conversations that we would be like, oh, I can't wait for Lenore and Snow to talk about this.
And it never happened.
Yeah, that's tough.
We thought we had more time.
We thought we had more time. And we were focused on other things. We were like, oh, we'll talk about that in a couple weeks
Mm-hmm.
once we get through this arc.
Yeah. And in my brain, after Lenore was excommunicated, the Prophet switched tactics and started teaching new things,
Interesting.
which is why Snow knew a little bit about stuff.
But not like everything.
Not everything.
Give more so there are less questions.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Makes sense.
You
Yeah.
explain it if you explain it, like the dinosaur bones to the Mormons, like,
Yeah.
then you can't question it.
No, it makes sense. It's a smart tactic on their part. I hate them.
Yeah.
That's gonna be so hard. Ithao Kosuma won't know to hate them.
No. I will look forward to the siblings. The Iskaran siblings.
I want Will to have to do 11 different southern accents.
Yeah. If Sonova ever has to go bye-bye for a while, I think I will either come up as my backup character, or I will come back as one of the siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
I'd love to play Casimir, just because Sonova has such an issue with Casimir.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah.
I'm
Or
very
Nicola.
glad I didn't come back because I know I joked before about my backup character. My backup character was a vampire, and I'm very glad we didn't go with that for this story and went with Ithao Kosuma in those crazy 3 days of creating this.
Do you want to tell everybody what you were calling Ithael Cosimo before you figured out who they were?
What was I calling them?
The creature.
Creature. I said they're just a little creature. They're just a little person. Because I was like,
I gotta go
we
work
had
on my
3
creature.
days.
My
We had
creature.
3 days. I didn't know what they were gonna be like. And I'm really, really happy with how it turned out, and the ideas Will and I were able to like tweak and work together on so quickly was amazing.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of work, especially because we moved up the timeline. I remember I was shitting myself. I can't
Yeah.
believe what you and Will were feeling.
I was like, we have a week. I've done this before. I've created a new like character in a week. At least thankfully I didn't have to work on the stats and stuff as much. Like I had the base stats, but I knew I was only gonna be there briefly. But still, it was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think it will serve the story in the long run better than my other backup character idea. I'm fully in flowers, so I'm not reading the questions. I'm so sorry.
I'm in flowers.
I
I'm
did
in
see a
flowers.
question way back when about. It's a shipping question. Should we answer a shipping
Of
question?
course.
Ooh,
Because
la
we
la.
hoes.
I'll
That's
hear
what I'm
it,
here for.
but I mean, I need to throw.
What are
Yeah.
your top OTPs that are canon?
Canon,
Yep.
other than
Canon.
Snow and Valor.
Name
Lenore?
3 relationships.
Maravix JB. There's text there. There's text there.
Okay,
There was rejection in the past.
Yeah.
that's fair.
There's text for it. Iridia and Thegus.
Iridia,
There's
Thegus.
text for it.
Sino Katari.
A full-on
Decima
relationship.
Garavalier.
Yeah, that's fair.
More than you think.
That's true.
JB's mom and JB's dad. Rip.
Lenore and Inara.
Lenore and
We still don't know
Inara.
Inara, but we
Never
do know
mind.
they were
If
engaged.
that is your favorite ship, wild.
If that's your favorite ship, I'm worried about
Foxpart,
you.
are you sure Jabelis is canon?
How is Jabelis canon?
There's no text.
Cite the text.
I don't know if it's
Yeah, give me the receipts on that one.
Chapter and verse.
Chapter and verse.
Chapter and verse me.
On the first day.
It's okay. I'm trying to think. One day gold and silver will be canon.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna meet another little. I don't even know what it's called.
Will very specifically was like, fuck no.
Yeah. Will was like, gold is a child. He is my baby boy.
1,000-year-old child. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Did he not gain sentience until just now, and I missed that? Then I'm a casual fan.
Like he was a piece of like a greater machine.
You're right. Someone said I wanted to save you. Hello. You should want to save your friends.
Ooh, do we consider Beatrix and Bertrand canon? Yeah.
They had a whole relationship.
Yeah.
We just weren't there for it.
That letter
They
was
broke
great.
Ooh,
Yeah.
oh
Speaking
god,
of
I want to see
epistolary
that
phase,
so much.
like the letters.
Letters.
I love that we're doing more letters in Dark Age because we like did it a little bit toward the end of Ballad. I love that we're doing more in Dark Age.
I'm sad I don't know as many languages now.
I do like. I just love the queer. The queer romances are my favorite because I just want more.
Obligation.
I want more queer media. Yep.
Create what you want to see.
Yep. The heteros get enough.
The heteros.
I had highlighted another bad question. I'm so
You
sorry.
said hetero, my brain thought of like heteromorph.
What's the Nove's honey
Which are,
to
like,
tea ratio?
aliens. I don't know.
Honey to tea ratio.
And I have a feeling it's 80% honey, 2% tea from Grace Jewel.
It's really, really strong black tea
That's very funny.
with a fuck ton
This
of
is
honey.
wrong.
Specifically a fuck ton.
Fuck ton.
So it is
smaller.
80%
Measurable.
honey.
Yeah, but it's got to be like really strong. You know when you do like really strong coffee with a lot of sugar?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that.
That's
but for tea.
that's usually what I try to do.
Yeah,
Or creamer, but
We do a lot of.
just no creamer. It's just like
oh.
honey, black tea. Drink it.
So like just the bitter sweetness.
Yeah, Snow likes that, or
Like
she
my
likes a
soul.
really sweet chai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scrumptious.
Love
Yeah.
that. I just like the assumption. I have a feeling it's 80% honey, 2% tea is very funny.
Mm.
What would the rest of the percentages be though?
Oh
Your
yeah,
mom's
what's the other
chest hair?
18%?
Got him! Nice, nice.
She's watching the show.
Someone wants to know all of our favorite colors. I want to say we did guess this recently on stream, and I believe, or no,
We have $30 coming in from the Audible. Thank you for people
Thank
that
you,
are
guys.
using the Audible.
you are paying
Huh?
for
Full circle, full
the
circle.
updated art that we have to buy.
Think if everyone used this. We get 50, like Jeff Bezos, like
That is
clearly
true.
needs
Stick
to
it to
plug
Jeff
the hole in
Bezos.
this dam. Because like, we could get a lot of money out of this.
That's dangerous.
We could
Let's-
finally do the hot tub stream.
Yeah, let's get some, let's milk this motherfucker.
Through no one's fault, it just keeps happening. We do need updated art again, so
Yeah. Anna's already been commissioned.
Anna's already been commissioned.
Yeah, there is new art.
I sent my description and my pictures for it, and I am so excited to see Theo Cosimo brought to life.
We will have a full deck, a tarot deck one day
Full
of
deck.
Anna's art.
One day.
It'll just take a while.
Oh, as for the favorite color thing, you might have missed it on our Discord. There was a bet on if I could guess Kyle's favorite color and JB's favorite color, and if I was wrong, Kyle had to shave his head.
Is
Did
this a
y'all miss
legally
that?
binding contract?
It was on the Discord.
Why is it a consequence for Kyle if you get it wrong? This makes no sense.
Isn't it Kyle's fault if I don't know him that well?
Okay. Yeah. Fair.
Sure.
If we want to
But
play it
then,
that way.
if I was right, Kyle has to do a Nicolas Cage impression for the whole National Treasure 2-shot I'm planning.
Oh,
National Treasure
fantastic.
inspired.
I mean, you were already gonna do that.
From the other end,
You're gonna wear gloves and take them off with your mouth.
We lived together, and so she was in one
Really?
room
We
messaging
lived
out on the
together.
Discord, and I was in the other one. She was just like, check the Discord. So I'm like looking, and I see that, and I out loud was just like, have to get to. Are you
It
fucking-
was so
are
funny.
you kidding me?
Get to. It was so funny. This is all wrong. But so then I thought that was so funny that I was like, Kyle, what do you think my favorite color is? And the stress that I saw on his face, because he was like, "Is this a trick question?"
Do
Do you remember
know?
this?
Yeah.
It's because I don't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
If
yes.
she
But
had
so
to
then Kyle was looking at me like,
if she had to choose, it would be like yellow or maybe pink. No? You do like pink.
I do like pink a lot more than I used to. I wear pink shoes at our wedding.
Yeah.
I know what your favorite color is in real life,
Do you?
unless it's changed recently.
What do you think it is?
Pink.
Kyle's?
Yeah, you said that once that it was pink.
No.
That Kyle loves the color pink.
He loves the color pink.
Oh, it's not your favorite
It's
though.
not his favorite color.
I don't.
Oh.
I
He loves the color pink.
I don't believe I have a favorite color any longer.
It has historically been green.
Yeah, but like,
Are you gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong?
Came down in a bubble, dog.
it depends on what it is.
I know.
Is it gonna be clothes? Is it gonna be shit? I have a white laptop and I fucking love it. I got a red backpack.
Why is it all about race for you?
Yeah,
Why
this is the most
laptop?
Caucasian laptop.
I'm done.
They made it here. No, they didn't.
They didn't.
Definitely wasn't.
Yeah, and you had a pink water bottle for a while. With
Yeah.
a pink bookcase.
I fucking love the color pink.
I know.
I don't know if I would
Part
then be
two
like,
to the color purple.
I don't know if I would then be like, it is my
Under your
favorite.
breath.
Okay. I appreciate that.
This laptop is made in China.
I just wanted everyone else to know.
China.
Stop.
China.
Sorry, it's one of those trigger words, you know.
Yeah.
If I have to pick, it is purple or yellow. It just depends on what it's for.
For you?
Yes, but that's why, like, I generally say that I just don't have a favorite color. So that's why when I asked Kyle what my favorite color was, he looked so startled. And I just want everyone else to get to enjoy that.
Like green or blue have like historically been like what I would lean towards. But like when it comes to like objects, like the purchasing of things and like the aesthetic of color, I don't know. Like it
Do you
It
remember
changes.
buying 4
It's
items of clothing the other day?
yeah.
What color was each item of
Oh my
clothing?
god. One, fuck you.
What was
I
it?
True love, folks.
specifically was looking to do so. It wasn't like I was like, I'm just gonna get a bunch of random clothes and this is like a pattern.
It is for Woody. Woody wears exclusively blue,
Blue.
all the time.
Yeah.
When I go to the
He
gym
makes
with
his
him,
eyes look pretty.
I
Just
just
look for
look
blue.
for
And that's why
blue.
you wear green.
The
That's how
other
we know Woody's on the spectrum.
Everything's got to be blue for him. If
everything's gotta be blue.
it's not blue, he's not okay.
I almost exclusively shop at Old Navy because they get
got
the,
great stuff.
They got the good stuff and it's not breaking the fucking bank. Yeah. Sometimes like at other places where I'm like, oh, like that's kind of a cool place, and I'm like, oh, $30 for a T-shirt. That's kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I'd rather spend $10 on like this. But yeah,
Isn't that a lyric from
I got a bunch of green shit. Okay, I do like the color green.
Oh,
Thrift
it's-
shop?
It
It is from
Thrift
Macklemore.
Shop.
$30 for a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Isn't it 30 cents?
I
No,
don't
$30.
remember.
I
It's been so long.
$30
since
for a
I've listened to
T-shirt.
that.
I
yeah.
did not
long.
mean to quote thrift shop.
The Macklemore.
Isn't that like Do we not like him? I always forget.
I don't know.
I don't really pay attention to
know.
him,
I
to
don't
be
know.
honest.
Yeah.
Hi, Raiders.
Hi,
We're crafting and
Raiders.
answering
Hey.
questions.
Hey. Tiny love artwork.
What were we talking about? Favorite colors?
Favorite
Someone
colors.
asked if it was
Oh,
public
my
knowledge about the
favorite
tarot cards for the new
color.
characters. I don't think so.
It's not public knowledge.
It's not. It's secret knowledge.
You will learn when Tome 2 comes around.
Or sooner.
Or sooner,
We'll
depending
Probably-
on how
those will
froggy we're
prob-
feeling and
those
we
will
want to leave.
probably be released sooner than that.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think some might. It depends on how Tome 1 shakes out, I
Yeah.
think.
But I mean,
Yeah.
like before next, like I don't think we're gonna sit on him for
9 months.
9 months.
Yeah.
Like
Like
we
a
got.
child,
Yeah.
a
You
skin
want to sit on a
kid.
child for
You
9
shouldn't. You
months?
shouldn't sit on your children for any period of time.
Oh.
Let it be known, Bards does not advocate for you to sit on your child.
Well,
If you were
But
a
we're
loved
also
one,
not advocating for that.
If you were a loved one has ever sat on a child.
Miles, your favorite color is green, right? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of similar to Kyle. Like it
That was
depends on
so
the
non-committal.
day, and
You also have like, there's a color that you love that makes you happy, and there's the colors that you like to wear. Like those can be
It's
different.
different things.
Like maroon is the color that I wear a lot, or black. I wear black all the time, but those are not my favorite colors.
yeah,
I mean, like I would
for
s-
sure. Yeah, no, I would say for me it goes between like green and purple, but it is most consistently green
Mm.
and like a dark green, like a forest, like pine green.
Run, Forrest.
Run, Forrest,
Run.
run.
Yours is
Tangess, guys, guess my favorite color.
No.
Blue.
Blue,
I don't think I'd ever get it right.
black. Hannah, I think yours is purple, isn't it?
purple and green.
Yeah.
Yep,
Nice.
I
Oh my
love them
God.
both. I love them both. Like a jewel tone, like an amethyst purple. But I'll take any purple. It just makes me happy.
I love a
Is that
soft.
why you picked purple as one of the colors for the flowers for Gilded Thrones?
I'm probably subconsciously I like it. I picked purple for the backlighting for us because it is a. Back when I picked it, it was like there was a study done that it was like one of the best colors to use as the
Really?
background. Yeah. Yeah. We tried blue for a while and it didn't look as good. Purple looked better.
Yeah.
Purple, pink.
More complimentary. I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
Blurple.
Blurple. I'll give you a blurple. I hated that so much. As I was saying it, Brett was coming in.
I would like to go home now.
That's the end of the cab for today. The cab.
Well, that's the end of Bacad.
Thank you, Miles.
I wasn't expecting that.
That's the end of Bacad.
Funny.
Thank you for that.
All right,
Anytime.
Rachel, hit us with another question.
Oh,
while
I
we finish this stuff up.
Okay. I think. Oh wow, it's already 9.
Mm-hmm. We can answer a few more.
Yeah, I would love. Let's do some live from chat. Highlight it. It has to be a good question.
Yeah, fuckers.
Someone asked a question about.
It can't be done.
Kyle, I know
Time
you're
out.
a guest, but that's not the vibe of Bards and Crafts.
The chat is letting you be here.
You're a guest.
It's hosted by us in the
It's their
chat.
world you
Yeah.
just live at.
I'm, as said at the top of this, I am Gennaro Daddy.
It's going to
Hola.
your head.
I've
¿Me puedes darme un poco de dinero? That is not how I speak Spanish, guys.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Don't
really good at
don't
it.
let her tell you differently.
No.
That's exactly how she
A
speaks
lot
Spanish.
of the names in Gilded Thrones are Spanish.
I love it.
They are.
I asked
Yeah.
some of my Spanish friends and family if I could use some of their family names, and they said
yeah.
yes.
I,
Because I wanted
have,
Spanish names in fantasy.
I have very good pronunciation when I speak to Spanish. I do also though love like the first phrase I ever learned in Spanish, and it comes with a very specific way of saying it. It was I don't know if you guys were ever at Disney World.
Yes, yeah.
It's
I've
happened.
only been to Disney World, never Disneyland.
You've only been to Florida.
Why'd you say that like
Which
it's
one is
Right.
superior?
I,
I don't know.
I don't know which one is which.
But the
Disneyland, L.A., California. That's how I remember it.
Oh, that's a good way to remember it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
in the monorail, like at the beginning, it's like, please like whatever it is, like please stand clear of the doors, or please keep your
Yeah.
hands and feet inside, and then it goes, por favor, mantenga alejados de las puertas. Bienvenidos a Disney World.
Bienvenidos.
And that's how.
And it was just
That's your
this
voice.
just like very deep bass speaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. I fucking
Like
love
a
it.
telenovela.
Por favor.
Lewis says you'll get a spelling question list. I'll give it to you. They should be pretty easy to spell.
No
It'll be how
apostrophes.
I pronounce it. Might be a little tough because although I just spoke Spanish in the whitest way possible, I cannot actually do that. I would not be doing my family members and my
Guys, again,
friends
don't let her
justice.
gaslight you. She speaks Spanish exactly like that.
Yeah, that's how I do it.
A lot less
Imagine.
commas and apostrophes
Yeah,
and
yeah.
hyphens.
There is an umlaut in
Puedo-
one of y'all's names.
Puedo ayudar?
An umlaut?
There's an umlaut in someone's name.
Hola.
Puedes ayudar?
It's actually hard for me.
Who has an umlaut in their name?
Well, we know it's not you.
It's not me. Who
Wait.
has one?
Like
An umlaut.
in one of our character names?
Kyle?
I told the chat that I'd do it next time.
Kyle.
I looked at your character because I was making like a list of all the characters from all the different nations, and I looked at your your sheet and I was like, of fucking course, Kyle does this.
An umlaut.
And I was sitting there thinking like, how do I pronounce this? What is different about this?
I mean, literally, it's
yeah.
nothing.
Just a little stronger.
It might leave the name before we actually start it. I was making the character and coming up with their name, and then in whatever reason in Discord, somebody was just like, somebody said that like, oh, it doesn't have any umlauts or about something else, and I was kind of just like,
I'll give you the next one.
Be quirky.
I love the name you've come up with. I think it's really great.
thank you.
What's great about where you are from
Dun dun dun.
is that it was a place that used to be a bunch of smaller places, and so there's like clans essentially, like Scotland, and so you could have like different cultures within it.
Fuck
Then
yeah.
And you like that. You like my name better than Kyle's name though, right?
I'm not gonna pick a favorite child, because I'm gonna kill all your characters anyway. So
But you said we aren't gonna duel.
yeah, no duels. But I did say anything that happens in Shakespeare is on the table in Arcadia. Maybe not for this campaign, but later.
We're eating babies.
I'm gonna bake your kids into a pie.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Not my children.
I'm so excited. Okay, I
I
think.
mean,
this
Dark
is-
Age already has cannibalism.
Yeah, we've already made it. I don't know if it's where we wanted to
That's-
make it, but we made it.
That's gonna be rough. For next, whenever we finally find the baby girl.
Maybe she's detoxed. Maybe she's like Edward Cullen and she's a vegetarian now.
Nothing about what Will and John have said to me make me believe that.
Yeah.
But I appreciate.
Those champion boys love angst. They love
Yeah.
angst so much.
I don't sleep. Edward Cullen. I was trying to think of a quote. He's like, I don't sleep. 'Cause she's like, no bed. No?
No.
Guys, you haven't seen Twilight?
You haven't seen Twilight? It's...
No.
It is a gem.
Are you being serious? Did you miss that?
You're lying. I thought you'd be
You're
joking.
lying.
Hannah's-
I read the books over and over.
A
and
good
over
chunk
again.
of
Don't
Hannah's
lie to
personality is
me.
because of Twilight.
Yeah, that's why I was
I didn't read the
confused.
book, but I saw the movie. I also, you know what? You can't lie to me. I've seen your Baldur's Gate 3 history. We know you're
Yes.
a Twilight.
We saw your computer
I can't
background.
resist.
Oh
Uh,
my god.
You love
A
a
bisexual, like, little, like, gay man.
Little-
I love it. I love it.
He fucked. I
I
have
can't
been.
resist.
I have been playing.
That's exactly my type when it
I
comes
have
to
been
men.
playing Boulder Gate again. He fucking broke up with me today.
What did
I'm
you do?
so sorry. My condolences.
That's
That's hard to do.
It's also a campaign that like I had like left alone for a long time, and then I only went back to it because I was like, oh shit, this one's almost in the third act. And so, yeah. And then there was like this weird like dialogue thing, and then he was like, so like we were just kind of like fucking. I don't remember what he says, but it hurt my feelings.
He said it was casual.
He's
Yeah.
so pretty.
Aww.
Yeah, he's a dick.
I'm
No,
sorry
he's
that
not.
you got dumped.
No. I like Sonova like a challenge.
He's so easily evil.
Aren't we all?
But he just need.
Like
yes.
every character can be pushed over the edge to
Yeah.
like something bad, but like
They need to be given a safe place.
yeah.
Yeah. But yes, I have seen Twilight. Yes, you were right.
Good.
You sniped
You
me.
just freaked me out for a minute.
Yep.
I was like, stop
Nope.
the stream.
I
Let's
just
go
very
watch
I
Twilight.
just I'm
No,
very
as an adult, I was like, oh, I had a crush on Alice. I definitely had a crush on so many people in these books.
So
Fucking
fair.
It was your bisexual awakening.
No, that was the Mummy. But
Yeah.
Rachel Weisz.
Crazy
Yeah.
thing to claim.
You were like,
No,
I can't
a
pick between
Noxuna
the
moon.
two leads. What?
yeah.
Yes, and
Yep. It was all of them. It was
Yes,
all
and-
of them.
And Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, and the dude with the like tattoos on his face.
Everybody
Yep.
looks amazing in
Yep.
that movie,
Yep.
top to bottom, except for
Yeah.
except for her brother, who's fine. He's
Oh, do you know that actor's name in real life? His last name is Hannah.
great. I feel like I knew
Yeah.
that
I
kind
didn't know that
of.
was the last name.
Yeah, I didn't know it was either.
Name.
Pretty cool. The
Tell
only
me
reason
the
I remember
Mummy.
that is because that's my name.
Hannah, would you
Oh
like
my
to
God.
pick our last questions from chat? There are several highlighted
Oh
messages.
my god!
Let
But
me
we're
go
getting so much
through.
gold. Do you want to stop this?
Yeah, it's after
What?
9. This is when it gets freaky.
I'm sleepy.
Boo.
This looks like I want to drink it. But
Don't
no, I
drink it.
shouldn't.
No.
That looks like something
It
Will
looks
is
How are
like
the
thinking.
look
pins coming?
electric.
Yeah.
How are the pins coming?
They're good. I'm waiting for this to finish drying, and then I need to do the blue dots. And then Hannah needs to write her pretty little handwriting on both of ours.
Thank you, Hannah.
Yeah, thank you, Hannah.
Will you put my full name?
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I posted a note once in the Discord, and everyone thought it was Will's handwriting that I had written, and I didn't correct anyone for a while. I think y'all have figured it out by now, but it was really funny for y'all to think that that was Will's handwriting. Chicken scratch.
I know. now
Um,
everyone knows. I think.
Kyle, will you live read the Juliet Sal fic?
No.
Not for free.
The disrespect.
What's the
on-
price
on
that would make you read the Juliet Sal fic?
How many Audible subscriptions?
I'm not putting a number on it. Fuck you. I hate it as a concept.
I love it,
'cause
and I
it's
love that
Jamie's
Will
mom,
leaned in.
Or because it's Sal. Or both.
Or is it because it's Woody?
Yeah, because it's Woody.
It's because it's Woody. Like, yeah.
I hope Woody's watching.
It's because
He's
it's
not.
Woody. It's because that the joke was made while the grieving was literally still, like the mourning was still happening
Yeah.
for JB's dad,
Yeah.
who at the time wasn't even in the ground,
Yeah.
Still walking around.
still walking around, not on the
Sad.
ground.
Hey, where there's tragedy, there is also comedy.
Balance.
It
Balance
must be
in all
balance, just
things.
like Alden says. There must be balance in all things.
It very possibly might have been
Don't
because
bring
of
up
Woody.
Woody.
I feel like because it's Woody, I'm like, no, fuck you.
Don't talk to my mom.
Stop sexualizing my NPCs.
Yeah.
Woody will sexualize anything.
How do you feel, Hannah?
I saw a question. I love it. It's beautiful.
Okay, thank you.
I saw a question about the halftime show, the intermission show. We'll probably get a new one if I have time. I'm very
We've
busy
been-
planning Gilded Thrones
Yeah.
and then doing my other TikTok job.
What was the
Been
question?
real swamped.
If we'll get a new intermission show. Probably. That should be easy to do. I could probably even make you make it.
Yeah.
Teach you how to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make Miles make it.
Because it'd be fun to put, I know a lot of you have submitted art.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to put all that art in there. And to refresh the
Yeah.
beginning slideshow.
Yeah.
We want to be able to devote more time to Bards of New York. We want this to be job numero uno. Trabajo numero uno.
I'm
Uh,
gonna leave.
Nosotros I don't even know what I was trying to say. Give money. Do the audible thing. Support in the ways that you can. And,
If you can.
And we'll make sure that if you can. If your support is your view, that is
That's great.
forever
Yeah.
enough. Thank you. But we're trying to make it. We're trying to make this a thing.
Thanks for the subs.
Thanks for the subs, gang.
Thank
Woo
you.
Um,
Elronis.
I'm scrolling. I made the text really big in the chat, but that means I also have to scroll forever to
Oh, I
find
did-
Very
things.
funny. This one's done. I'm gonna wait until we're done, and then Kyle, I will have you. Ooh, Christine had a good question. We're working on it.
What's the question?
Bards Patreon win
Mm-hmm. That's in the works.
in the process. I
Yeah.
wanted to see.
Oh, is that
Beautiful.
silvery enough for you?
It's so silvery. Thank
Perfect.
you.
Of course.
Oh, also we have muscle tees now. We have the Sentinel,
Oh, yeah.
Sentinel muscle tees.
I'm
Everyone
gonna
go
buy
buy
one. I love
They
it.
say Bards of New York on the back.
Summer's gonna be sweaty. Get your muscle tee.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And I'll keep adding more. Right now, the only muscle tee options are just like black and white. But I feel like it'll keep expanding. They keep adding shit, so which is really cool. Yeah. Cool stuff.
Rachel, would you like to pick what shade of blue you want for your?
The darkest
Sort of
blue you
this-
can possibly
this
do.
one?
Yeah.
Do you want me to like? Do you want any dark green blended into it to make it darker? Or no, just blue.
Just that dark
Just
blue color. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the second reference to a Young the Giant song. If anybody else was.
Who?
paying
Johnson what?
attention. No, nothing.
Don't be inappropriate.
Never mind. Johnson penis. Cock.
Kyle, I feel like we've talked to you about what Bards and Crafts is. It's about.
This is very gatekeepy of you.
As the host,
Yeah.
the co-host of Bards and Crafts After Dark,
I mean, since it's after dark, though, like
it is different. Yeah, you're
this
right.
is
You're right.
this is a meshing of podcasts.
Ooh, I like this question from Prometheus that I'm going to ask you all.
Oh, I see from Vesper. I'll answer it super quick. I do not wear wigs, and I probably won't wear wigs. If I had a wig on, it would be very uncomfortable, and my head would get very itchy.
And you'd be even more hot.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I mean, you'd be hot, but you'd also be
Yeah,
warm.
yeah.
Ah.
There's a reason Kyle sits in front of the AC.
Yeah,
Warm boy.
I sometimes like can't even wear like a hat for long periods of time because my head would just kind of like get uncomfortable. So
Sensory stuff.
it's not that I also feel like
You
no.
make the hats for me.
Yeah.
Question for you all.
Yes.
With no context for the Bardlands about Gilded Thrones, do you think your Dark Age characters would do well in the Gilded Thrones universe or crash and burn? With what you know,
Ithael Kosama would crash and burn. Would not survive.
why?
Because
Can you explain why without giving things away?
they are not cunning and withholding enough to survive in Gilded Thrones. They're very open and trusting.
Maybe with some more time under their belt.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I think Lenore and Valor would have made it through, but not like gracefully.
What if you met your vampire love and then maybe they'd help you in Gilded Thrones? Like if Jessica just showed up and was like, "Here, let me teach you the ways." Like oh fuck, what's that play that was turned into a movie with Audrey Hepburn? Oh my god.
A play that was turned into a movie.
Pygmalion.
Oh.
Jessic's Lenore/Valor Pygmalion fic.
Over my dead body.
Well,
Jail.
It's already happened.
well.
Yikes. Please don't put Jessic's in Gilded Thrones.
Yeah, well, maybe not this campaign.
Okay.
The Vex family has been in every single one of our campaigns that we do.
I know.
Yep.
Okay.
For better or worse.
Would y'all's characters survive?
JB would not remain. I
feel like you wouldn't want to
Jay
be
would not
around.
remain.
I didn't like how you said that.
He, like, he would survive in. I don't think he would be able to deal with court politics.
Why would you do that?
So sorry. So sorry. Ignore me.
How
triggered.
fucking dare you? You
Keep
know,
talking, Kyle. Keep talking.
like I feel like JB would just be like, I can't fucking handle you people.
Yeah. He doesn't like the double talk.
Yeah. So I don't know. He might be able to be like he would never be able to be like an important player in like the goings on.
I feel like JB would be highly sought after in court.
Okay.
By all of the nations, or
I think certain nations, depending on what they are trying to do.
yeah,
Mm.
Talus?
I think Talus would. I think Talus can kind of cater to a situation, and I think that would help him in certain aspects of the world of Gilded Thrones.
Yeah.
And he's hot, so.
Yeah. If you're hot, you automatically do better in
In
this
In Gilded Thrones.
Yeah.
Everyone's hot in the Thrones.
It's
Will
true.
you take this?
No, you're getting water.
Not
Go
to say
on.
that I don't think it would be challenging for him, for sure, but I think he could do right.
Do you think Snow would do well?
Oh, yeah.
I think Snow would thrive.
She would love it.
Yeah.
She would love it because it is exactly the kind of shit she's into, which is like, I dissemble. I am one thing, but I'm really another thing underneath.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what the world of Gilded Thrones is. It's
Yeah.
that you look like a graceful swan on top, but underneath you're like doing stuff.
Yeah, it's the appearances.
Yep.
That's why I think none of my prior characters or current characters would do exceptionally well. I think Lenore and Valor could like survive, and I think Theo Kosama just like couldn't at this stage in their life play the game.
Ember would do well.
Oh, Ember would do so well. Ember would never want to leave. He'd be like, this is my place. I was meant to be here all along.
There
Yeah.
would be no character growth.
No growth.
Nope. Lilith would hate it because it would be like home.
Yeah.
She'd be good at it.
Yep, she would be good at it, but she would hate it. I'm trying to think of Alis would. I don't think Alis would do well, but she'd like to be there.
Yeah.
You know,
Thank you.
like it would feel like she would want to do well, and she would not do well, and that would upset her. I feel like for Alis.
Yeah.
Thegus is a penguin, so they're all just humans so far in
It's
Arcadia.
true.
For
That's a
this
reveal.
campaign, they are all just humans.
For this moment in time,
humans.
humans.
Yeah. What about Katari?
Ooh, I figured out what my promise would be. That's unrelated. We'll talk about that after the stream.
Your promise. Ooh.
I think, if it works.
Okay. I love it. I'm making everybody give me a promise that they've made. Katari wouldn't do well. No.
Are you kidding?
No.
Horrible at
It's a
court.
No. Everything is like
She would kill somebody.
you say one thing, you mean another. That would
Yeah.
confuse the heck out of them.
It's lying and games.
Wouldn't
and
even make it through day one.
Would leave.
Yeah.
Would leave so that not murder.
Yeah. Decima would thrive. That's what somebody in the chat said.
Oh,
Agree.
yeah, I mean,
Decima
come
would
on.
be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So would I think in a similar vein as Lilith, I feel like Garavalier would hate it, but he would be good
Good at it,
at
but
the
it's
game.
not enjoyable.
Trying to think of other characters.
Boop.
Gold.
I said Beepus.
Gold, no. Callias would not do well.
Too many doors.
Same
Too
reason.
many doors.
Same reasoning with Katari though, because class also was like, you said this, But you meant something else?
Yeah. I don't understand why we need to go about it this way. Why don't we just do this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thinker might fuck around with it. There's a world in which Rek is like, actually, I kind of dig this.
Maybe.
Maybe. It's either no or it's...
If he was like, if you put him as like the representative of his clan, he's very earnest.
Mm-hmm.
He's a very earnest character.
Mm-hmm. He'd be manipulated for sure.
Yeah.
100%.
At least he's smart.
Yep. And, Leonidas would,
I didn't even put any
fine.
weight on you, motherfucker. Come here. Come here.
Right.
I don't think Leonidas would do great.
Right.
As a player of the game, I don't think Leonidas would do great if he was just like a dude who guards things.
Sure.
Maybe.
I feel like JB would be like head of security.
Mm-hmm.
And I would watch that.
I just imagine JB like in Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts in Dragon Age Inquisition, everybody's talking to Cullen. That is what I picture for JB. And Cullen's just like, I don't know why everyone's talking to me. They need to leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially if you like dress him up.
Yeah. I am excited for Gilded Thrones. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't either. I think it's also partially like I'm excited and nervous.
Excited and scared.
Excited and scared. I'm excited and nervous when playing like Smart. I briefly went to Boston and came back when playing Smart. You know what? I don't deserve to finish my sentence.
I'll say in the chat, Ryujin and Rittenhouse would be a power couple in Arcadia. They probably do pretty well.
Yeah.
Rittenhouse would come in and do like a lot of big stuff, and then Ryujin would actually get shit done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying the word smart. I was trying to say the word smart.
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 Smack cracking? Oh, you smack
Um,
crack your car? Smack crack.
Smart. That's my accent for Gilded Throne.
Love it.
Imagine if my whole nation then had to do that accent. How upset would you be?
I'd roll with it.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm not doing that. But there's like it's exciting and nerve-wracking to play a smart and cunning character because then I, as Rachel, like above table, want to make sure I am paying. And we all do this all the time. Like you're paying attention, you're taking notes. We don't want to miss the connections and stuff. But I feel like when I've been playing characters who aren't in tune with that, don't pay attention to it, don't have to understand it. It doesn't matter if I'm a little behind. Whereas with this, I'm like, I want to be cunning, strategic on top of it for my characters. So I have to be smart and strategic and on top of it.
Yeah.
I think there will be like, especially with the letters and stuff, like a lot of prep and conversations between episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a big part of it. It's so fun though. I remember like when I'd play this game with Dreamy and like all of my scene partners, we'd be like messaging each other the whole week and it just like got you through the week and you'd like write these letters and you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna send this letter to this person and this letter to this person and I think it'll start this scene and then I want like I'm hoping this happens. It's really fun.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I hope we have a good time.
Oh,
That's the
we
goal.
will.
Everyone goes
It's
to have
guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed a good time.
fun. Number 2 goal, smooch.
Maybe a little kiss.
There's gotta be smooches.
Yeah, there has to be.
No kiss. No kiss.
Don't share what they are. Do your characters just go by their name, or do they have like titles or like names they're known by, like reputationally?
My character just goes by their name.
Okay.
And a nickname by a certain person.
Okay. Umlaut.
Umlaut. Fuck it, I'm just gonna name the character Umlaut. And not have an umlaut in it. Name Umlaut.
That's funny.
Is it like spelled out?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
okay, it's not.
No, it's
It's
just 2 dots.
Bard for real.
Oh, God.
Thanks for the subs.
Aw, you are a bard for real.
Wow. Who is that?
Who are you? So Umlaut would definitely go by Umlaut.
but would probably be known by a maybe not a moniker, but like a very much reputation.
Okay.
So not a title, but a reputation.
Indeed. There might be things that people call him, but there's not like an official shit.
Okay. Because for
All
my
that,
character,
nothing. You don't know shit.
You don't know that.
I was playing a boy.
just an umlaut. He's playing an anthropomorphic umlaut.
just
Actually,
floating dots.
It's all humans
ominous as fuck.
except for Kyle's character.
I was just thinking, because for my character, y'all would not ahead of time know their name, but you would know their moniker, their title, but you would not know their actual name. You'd only know them as that. So that's what I was asking.
Interesting.
One of the nations does not have surnames. You earn a title.
Ooh, is that mine? Is that mine?
I will tell you all off stream.
They don't know what mine is.
Who
It
just
is
said?
not yours.
Okay, well then cool.
Yeah.
Who just said you only know them by their title?
Okay.
But if you want to do something cool for your nation, we can talk.
Okay.
Or
I'm
do you want
so
to move?
down.
Do you want to move to my nation?
No.
I'm excited for us to be from different places.
I think we all
You're
are.
gonna love me.
I'm gonna kill you
From different,
You're all
coming
from
from
different
different
ones.
places, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little bit of
I
everything.
thought
And I
y'all were
don't
from
know
the same
what
place.
Dan hasn't told me what nation he's deciding on.
We'll talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm very excited.
Woody said if he played, he'd be from the kingdom.
Of course.
Yep.
Sure.
Is that shocking?
No.
No, not at all. I have bad news, Rachel.
What?
This darker blue is all dried out. So I have this lighter sky blue, unless you
In
have
honor of the only song on Ithao Kosuma's playlist, Mr. Blue Sky, I will
It's
accept.
meant to be.
I will accept the Blue Sky
It's meant to be.
circle.
All right.
You're hilarious.
Thank you. It took me a long time to make the playlist. I will say.
A lot of thought.
And it was amazing to hear it on Bards Radio this week, which Tang and Winter Cameron and Miles did an amazing job.
Yeah.
It was a lovely Bards
It was so
Yeah,
much
the
fun.
Bards Radio was
So much
lovely.
fun.
I also feel like you guys make us seem smarter than we are because you like dissect the lyrics in a way where I'm like, I didn't even think about that.
I just put it in because I like the sound of it.
Yeah.
I thought of
And
this
it's so
song.
good.
I thought of the song. Listened to 2 seconds of it. Was like, oh yeah, I like that. Boom.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I can't wait to read
Somebody's like,
everyone's
this
tinfoil.
line, this specific line.
Speaking of Twilight, I'm making playlists for all of the nations and then some of the characters that I'm going to be playing.
So we're gonna make.
And I have added the ha 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 that song to several.
Like the Twilight
Yeah,
song.
iconic. Yes, to several playlists.
That's so cool.
I need to work on
because
my
the lyrics
playlist.
make sense.
Yeah.
If you listen to the lyrics, you're like, oh, this is not a friendly song.
I feel like I would know it if I heard it, but it's not like coming to my brain.
Yeah.
Obviously, we can't on stream.
Yeah.
That's the only sound that I know from it. I don't know the rest of it. I need to work on my character playlist. I got a little behind on my Gilded Thrones work this week, but I think that's okay.
Yeah.
I was busy.
Should we round it out with one more question and then call it a
Let's
nighty
do it.
night? Chat, feel free to drop your questions.
We get
and
one
we'll-
more.
We'll answer these, or I could pull from the Bards After Dark, but
Pull it.
I like doing it from chat late at night because
Live.
it's a reward for you all being here with us so
Like
late.
a reward.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Also, I feel like we got a lot done. I don't know how many tokens actually got painted, but we have
One.
the incredible. Incredible.
Yeah.
That was not my craft. Hannah was slacking on her
I
craft.
got put in the hole.
You didn't want to bring your crafts with you?
I didn't know I could.
You can travel with them.
I didn't want to get any. I didn't want to mess up any of Will's shit because I don't want to incur the wrath of Will because he'll get sad if I mess up any of his shit.
We don't want
I
sad
don't
Will.
like sad Will.
Then we all die.
Yeah.
We got nominated for a crit award.
Oh, cool.
Sick, brother.
Sick, bro.
Thanks,
How do
guys.
you wait?
Huh? Constantly. Have you ever had a moment in any campaign where you look at your character and think, how are you alive?
Constantly.
That was Ithao Kosuma's first moment.
How am I alive?
Sinov doesn't have. She has under 50 hit points at level 10.
Yeah. Which is criminal.
It's fucking insane.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Like, truly criminal.
Ooh, I love this question, actually. This is really fun. From Spencer Freitas, I think is how you say your name. What are y'all's sun, moon rising using your Dark Age characters? So, like, for example, I'm a Sinnoh sun, an Alis moon, and a JB rising.
Oh, like
Are
you
we
as
down for
Hannah?
wait a second.
Oh my god.
Wait a second.
Yes, yeah, like you as Miles. So we all know what sun, moon, and rising means, right?
I know it's sun
Yes.
and moon.
Okay, so sun is like I am a Gemini,
Yeah.
but my like private self, my moon is Leo, and
Okay.
my like public self, that's the easiest way to describe it, I think, is Sagittarius. Like how I.
We've
So-
talked about this because your moon and your rising are the same.
So why would... Doesn't that invalidate the sun?
No.
No,
It's all encompassing.
What
because it is from there that you go to all the other things. At least that's how I.
Layers like
Winter
an
might be in
onion.
chat. She might correct me on stuff.
I, top of my mind, think I am a Lenore Sun, Sinov Rising, and JB Moon. If I think about it more, that might change, but that's my, like, off the bat.
I think I too am a Lenore sun, which is probably why she's my favorite character. Yeah.
Don't make me cry.
I just like a strong woman who's an older sister and a badass because I relate to it.
Yeah.
And my rising is definitely Sinov. Sinov is basically a manifestation of like when I get really friendly and my ADHD.
Yeah.
I don't know what my moon. I gotta think about my moon though. So you guys answer.
That's hard. Because the more I think about it, the more I like second guess it. I don't know.
Go with your first thought. You can always change it later.
I think I'm a.
Are you JB?
I think.
I don't know of all three, but like, yeah.
I mean, you could be a triple JB.
I'm
JB?
definitely JB the majority.
JB cubed.
Kyle in real life does have his moon and his rising are the same. You know, your inside and outside,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
same.
Play the game with me, Kyle. Play the game with me.
I think JB's my sun and moon.
Okay.
I don't know who the rising will be.
Your public self?
My public self?
Salvador, a little bit, maybe.
I don't think
Maybe.
so.
Just a little bit of a freak.
I present that way?
No. I mean, you can get weird and it's fun.
Yeah, but
There are times.
I don't know.
Are you a Talus rising?
I don't know enough about Talus yet.
My moon is Hareem.
I'm also disgusting.
Get out!
Jail.
I'm also thinking of the characters, and I'm like, I only relate to JB.
I know a lot. I mean, these characters are problematic.
Yeah.
Most of them.
It's hard to relate to a lot
JB
of
is
them.
probably one of the best of us.
And you're very into like morals and ethics and like the philosophy of it.
Yeah.
I think I might be a Maravix moon.
Mm,
That might be the older sister in me again.
Yeah,
But
doubling down.
I like it. I like it.
yeah.
Are you a gold rising?
Me?
You know who is?
Woody.
Oh
my God,
Woody is a gold rising.
Absolutely is.
Have you been able to think, Miles? Or is
I
it
think,
still too much?
yeah, no, I think my moon is Talus. I think my sun is JB.
Papa?
Alive again?
My sun is S-U-N.
Father? Padre?
Papa, puppy.
My moon was. And I think my rising. Probably Thegus. I think for my rising.
Wait, can you explain that one to me? You just feel like a little penguin guy?
Yeah, I think so. I think
You
that's
get in
a lot.
trouble a lot.
Thegus or Bubbles?
You just feel like a little guy?
Bubbles.
Bubbles.
Yeah, bubbles.
Two distinctly different vibes.
But
Yeah,
I think it
that's
is just because my favorite animal is a penguin, and so I have to.
They are cute.
Penguin?
Everyone in chat is answering too, and I love the answers.
I think it's
That's so
incredible.
cool.
It's
Is
a
this
great
a
question. It's
Yeah, that's
hard.
a fantastic
It's hard.
question. I want to know all the other bards' answers.
A Valor Rising for you, maybe? That is rude. I have died.
Describe to me what that would manifest as. What would a Valor Rising be? Because maybe I don't understand what you mean.
This is partially on me over the years that I have not properly explained the sun, moon, and rising to you.
Okay.
So that is partially on me. I do think Hannah explained it really well, though, of it's a, like, when you go out in public or you're interacting with people you don't know, the, like, thing you put on.
I understand.
Okay.
You misunderstood me. Describe how that manifests as valor.
Valor?
What put on outward characteristics are represented by valor?
I think standoffish is not the right word. But it is like waiting and observing before doing something, I'd like to say. Actually, she became a little impulsive.
You're saying some spontaneous shit.
She was saying some spontaneous stuff.
She was indeed.
Now I'm having a deep reflection on Valor.
I love Valor.
Postmortem.
I love Lenore.
Yeah.
I love them. I will never not love them. Tange does say that your moon, Rachel.
I saw it. I was not going to
Jessic's.
acknowledge. Nope. I didn't want it said. I didn't want it recorded. I want that to disappear.
Personal life? Of course not.
Rachel
Like
craves
inside
violence.
self?
Tangerine, we will have a talk later.
You're gonna be reprimanded.
I'm trying to think of like Woody, because Woody's definitely gold rising.
Gold Rising. I feel like his moon is like Daisy May.
That's his inside?
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's pretty good.
Like
Yeah.
like to himself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But more sad. I'm just gonna be honest.
He's a
like,
sad boy.
Woody is his moon, he's a sad boy.
Isn't he a Cancer moon?
Ooh, not funny,
He
Rach, not
is-
funny.
I
think
wasn't
he's-
trying to be
that's
funny.
Not
funny.
funny. No.
I wasn't trying to be funny.
Get
Too
wrecked, Woody.
soon.
I'm a
Yeah,
Cancer
no,
moon.
Fuck him.
take
I'm
that
trying to
away
think of
from
what his
him.
son would be though. I
Can't
don't know.
with you right now.
Probably Salvador.
You don't think you're Valor, you don't think
That's
you're
what I was
confident,
thinking, yeah.
protected
He kind of
when
is
you're in
Salvador.
public?
Yeah, Salvador really is a manifestation of Woody, just in a fantasy world, and
Wow.
it's terrifying.
I guess I don't, maybe I don't understand. Because the way that Valor presents
Woody's a Pisces moon. That makes sense because he's sad.
kind of wild.
And you don't think you present kind of wild?
Not usually.
Someone in chat suggested for you, Kyle.
Okay.
Rory4255 said that your rising could be Voltaire.
Like, elaborate.
Do you feel attacked like I did with Jessic's?
Is that why you don't like Voltaire? Is that it feels too close to you? You feel called out.
This was such a
What
good
have
last
what
question.
have I ever,
fantastic.
what have I ever done to
deserve
to
this?
deserve to be compared to this clearly maniacal clown man?
To be fair, you crashed out harder over the audible issue, and you're not crashing out that much right now. So I do feel there might be a kernel of truth.
That's a good point.
I mean, I just thought the audible thing just kind of like hit me in like the funny bone of like incredulity.
Okay.
You know, I was because I was going into it thinking like, oh shit, like
that's gonna be great.
I've been slacking. We probably have a bunch of money in here, and I call myself the De Niro daddy.
You did in public.
De Niro? Robert?
De Niro.
Live on national television, you said that.
Bobby D. Love me some
Hey, another
taxi driver.
Stardust shout out. Captain Shakespeare. Great fucking movie.
You talking to
What?
me?
Stardust?
Stardust.
That is a good
Robert
movie.
De Niro's in it.
Stardust.
That's interesting.
That is a good movie.
I've seen it.
You've seen it, okay.
I've seen
He
it.
plays Captain Shakespeare.
You think I made Ithayo Kosama and I have not seen Stardust?
Stardust.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've watched it. We should watch that.
It's a
Yeah,
great
I'd
movie.
watch it.
We should fucking watch
We should
that.
do a double feature of that and National Treasure.
We do need to watch National Treasure. I've been so busy with everything else, I have not been working other than my like preliminary notes on the game.
You have time.
I know. We can do it whenever, which is nice. We have plenty of time.
Man, now I'm thinking about like Will and Drew and John and what theirs are, but I want their answers for this.
We'll make them answer. We'll make them think about
Yeah.
it. This is a really good question. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you for the question.
It's fun.
That was an excellent last question, honestly.
Yeah. And gang, thanks for hanging with us on this off week, whilst some of our folks are sick and other folks are out of town. Yeah. But we will be back next week with chapter 42 of Dark Age. And we'll start rolling out Gilded Throne stuff here soon too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for this like next leg of content. I'm excited to see where book 1 ends. He keeps going, I want to make sure you all want to read tome 2. Like that's in question. And it means that he is a menace. Like he's been leaving menacing comments on social media.
I feel in danger.
Yep.
I would like to be picked up and taken home.
Yep. But yeah, we love you. Thanks for chilling with us. I really like these because it really does feel like I'm hanging with y'all.
It is. And thanks for everyone's input and help with all the crafts.
Yeah. Anybody have anything else they want to say?
Tell someone you love them.
Join the Discord. Check out the merch store. Get a book from Audible.
Kyle.
Please, so Kyle can sleep at night, apparently.
He's not gonna go to sleep until there's more books from Audible.
We've unlocked something in him, and I'm
saying,
afraid.
fuck Jeff Bezos for so long. We gotta fuck him.
Yep. Eat the rich.
Jeffrey Bezos.
Use Audible.
Love you guys.
We love you. We'll go rate somebody to spread the bony love.
Oh.
And we'll see you in the Discord, and then we'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
You got it. Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye now.
Goodbye now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, should I go to
Goodbye
the end
now.
of show? End of show. Yeah.